Hold on to your sleep, because this creepy Reddit video posted by Squeaky Frogtoes is guaranteed to keep you up all night. Apparently, the poster noticed some seriously weird stuff happening in their house, so they hid a camera to record everything. Most of it was boring, but they did catch something seriously spooky. The video shows a woman just chilling in the kitchen, opening a box of cereal when out of nowhere, a creepy young one's voice says hi.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Jackie?
The woman freaks, obviously, and searches the whole house but can't find anything. The craziest part? Her security system didn't pick up anything except her grabbing cereal, and her dogs, who usually love a late night snack, wouldn't even go in the kitchen with her. Spooky, right? Maybe the dog sensed something the camera couldn't catch. Who knows? In June 2023, a highway patrol officer pulled someone over for tailgating, but little did he know he was about to make a major bust.
Okay, well, the reason I got him stopped is because he's following too close. I'm not going to issue him a citation. It's just going to be a warning, okay? All right?
The cop was chill at first, just chatting with the driver about her trip. Everything seemed normal. Her record was clean. But things got interesting when he asked about the two guys in the car with her.
Okay, gotcha. All right, I'm not going to issue a citation or anything like that, all right? I'm just going to run your information, make sure there's no wants and warrants, make sure you guys are valid.
She had no idea who they were. The officer went to check their passports, and when he came back, Border Patrol was with him.
Any weapons on you or anything? Pistoles?
No,
Okay, can I pat you down real quick? I'm going to check your waistband.
Turns out they just stumbled onto a big fish, Adenilson Velasquez Larin, a famous MS-13 gang leader. This dude was wanted for murder, drug dealing, and money laundering. Talk about a routine stop gone wild. Videos are all over social media showing criminals setting up fake checkpoints on Libramiento Sur Dos to rob drivers. This trucker was just cruising along when he saw what looked like a checkpoint up ahead. Turns out it was a bunch of armed dudes blocking the road. They stopped him and the trucker slammed on the brakes. You can see him talking to one of the guys, then opens his door and hands over his wallet. Looks like they were robbing him.
Celular no traigo, el celular, ¿qué traes en aquella caja, a ver?
Acá.
Sí, sobre.
Son medicinas, carnal.
These thugs even patted him down, making sure he wasn't hiding anything. Luckily, once they figured he was clean, they let him go.
Sobre. ¿No traes aquí?
No, pues es lo que me quitas.
Entre personas, grupo. Reynosa, la verga.
Gotta give it to the trucker. He stayed calm the whole time, even facing those armed dudes. Good thing he wasn't hurt. But guess what? As our trucker drives off, another truck pulls up from the other side. These robbers aren't picky. They flag down the next victim too. Let's hope that driver stays calm and cooperates just like our first guy. Crazy stuff. Tampa cops got called out to an apartment on Tuesday, June 25th, to arrest 27-year-old Quene Leija Toussaint on some serious charges: aggravated assault with a weapon and firing a weapon in public or around houses. But instead of phasing the music, this woman tries to make a break for it. She locks herself in a room and attempts a dramatic escape by climbing out the second-story window.
Stop right now. You're about to get hit by something a lot bigger than those. Get up in there, Tina. Get up in there.
Luckily, the deputies were one step ahead of her. They grabbed her arms from inside the room and yanked her right back in. No escape. Guess that plan went out the window, literally. Body cam footage released by the Akron Police Department shows the chilling aftermath of a triple homicide.
Oh my God. Horrible.
It all went down in a quiet Akron neighborhood on March 10th. Officers were called to a wooded area after reports of suspicious objects. What they found was nightmare fuel, multiple bodies bound and gagged.
He shot in the face or head. Or his throat was slit. Some sort of injury in this area. I don't see injury on him though.
A medical examiner later confirmed all 3 victims were shot in the head. The body cam footage captures the raw emotions of nearby residents. One neighbor initially thought the bodies were mannequins.
So I've got a woman here. She drove by the 750 this morning and saw the bodies there, but she didn't call the police. She thought they were like mannequins.
Dump back here.
Yeah, I know.
Just never know. It's horrible.
I'll step out here and talk to you.
The reality quickly sunk in. You can see the woman getting visibly upset, calling the whole situation just plain gross.
So you didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, I know. It's
So
just upsetting.
he'll come down here and talk to you a couple minutes. And
It's
you can get out of
gross. It's just gross.
You can even see tears welling up in her eyes as she tries to process the horror.
here. I'm sorry you had to see that.
I just, and then when I came back up to go to Aldi's just now, I'm like, that must have been real, and maybe a timeline would help at all. I don't know, but
Yeah.
because I'm not one to not getting, turn my head because too many people
Yeah.
do that nowadays.
Well, you're not even. What's the chances that that's what that would be?
Right. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Other neighbors interviewed by officers revealed some unsettling facts. One man mentioned hearing shots in the area before.
Honest to God, there's so much traffic back through here, and my wife has heard gunshots back through here.
He even said residents had petitioned the city council to block off the road to deter crime.
Any cars that drove by me and maybe stopped?
Can I be honest with you?
Please do.
There is so much up and down back here. We have contacted the council people because honestly, there's 3 houses on this street. And we want this to be a dead-end street, all 3 homeowners. The council people says we can't do it.
Another neighbor echoed the shots claim, sadly adding he wasn't surprised to find bodies near his home.
It's secluded? Yeah, it is secluded. That's right off the expressway. And
yeah, you always hear, there's always somebody shooting a gun off on it.
I always hear people shooting, yeah.
Yeah.
I've lived here all my life.
Oh my.
Yeah, probably nothing like that.
79 years, but
Wow.
I always thought that over the years, especially the last 30 years, that something like that was going to happen.
The investigation led to the arrest of 58-year-old Elias Godino. He's facing charges of aggravated murder and attempted aggravated murder, with more charges potentially coming. Investigators believe Godino kidnapped the victims before taking their lives, and they are looking into the possibility of additional suspects. This is a complex case that's still unfolding, but one thing's clear: this quiet neighborhood has been rocked by a terrible crime. Back in 2016, a woman was driving down a packed road when things went south. Her car flipped over, flames erupting everywhere. Luckily, Rosemary and Fred Villa were right there. They were celebrating their 20th anniversary, but that went on hold real quick. Fred, bless his 66-year-old heart, jumped out and cut the woman free from her seatbelt. Everyone around started pitching in too. One person checked her pulse to make sure she was okay. Another grabbed a fire extinguisher to fight the flames. And someone even brought towels. It was a whole team effort. In the end, the woman got out of the car without any serious injuries. Talk about a close call, but also a perfect example of people coming together in a crisis. This traffic stop goes from routine to ridiculous real fast. On September 11th, cops pulled over a car for a bad lane change. The driver, Tabayan, turns out to be wasted and immediately makes things difficult.
Ask who the taco was back there.
But I'm not a bad person.
you doing, ma'am?
Hi, here's my hand.
I see your hand.
I'm not gonna be a bad person.
That's good.
I tell the truth. I'm an honest and regular human being who tells the truth, and I don't want to get in trouble. I just want to go home. Wait, I didn't even drink out here. I didn't even drink out here. I just came to pick up my friend. I just want to go home. I just want to go home.
I didn't stop you, ma'am. I don't know why they stopped
No,
you.
you didn't stop me, but I just want to go home, okay? Huh?
What's going on?
I don't know. I think they feel like I do. I don't want. Can I go? You? Can I go? Yeah, nobody's telling me. I'm here to pick up somebody, bro. I'm not even.
Where are you coming from?
Everywhere. What the fuck? I'm here to pick someone up.
She keeps saying she's just there to pick someone up. The officers try to question her, but Tobian's not having it. Instead, she decides to bust out some random dance moves for absolutely no reason.
And my booty look good.
Do you have any medical issues?
No.
No?
What? I look crazy?
Well, I mean, you're kind of acting a little
Oh, I'm sorry.
erratic.
I was only doing that because we're Ivor. Come on. All right, I'll be good. I'll be good.
Are you diagnosed with anything?
No, I've never been diagnosed with anything.
Okay.
There's nothing on my record.
Okay.
Period. I do that consciously because I understand.
It's so bizarre, one officer even asks if she has a mental condition.
Do you take any kind of medication?
No, not at all.
Okay. Do you have any kind
I have
of
no types of medical anything at all.
Okay.
Do not put that on me, sir.
What am I putting on? Field sobriety to make sure that you're
I
okay to
don't
be
know if
driving?
I have it on me.
You don't know if you have any eyes on you?
I have 2 of them.
Yeah, can I check them as part of field sobriety?
Oh yes, please.
Can you step outside so I can
No!
Tobian refuses to do any field sobriety tests, so the cops arrest her. Big surprise, right? Well, guess what? Even in the back of the cop car, Tobian keeps yelling at the officer. This whole thing just keeps escalating.
I was not driving! I was not!
I'm Officer Baden of the Tampa Police Department.
Who you are?
I'm now requesting that you submit to a lawful test of your breath
I
for the
hate
purpose
you.
of determining its alcohol content.
I hate you.
If
so
you fail to submit to the
I
test
didn't
I
do
request of
nothing
you,
to you.
you're privileged to operate a motor vehicle.
They take her down to the station, book her, and Tobian gets hit with 3 charges: resisting arrest without violence, battery, and of course, DUI. And guess what? Guilty on all 3. Sounds like Tobian needs to learn a lesson about following the law and maybe laying off the drinks before hitting the road. This live streamer was just walking around town chilling and chatting with his viewers when things got creepy. A random woman walks up and starts asking him weird questions about the area. At first, it seems harmless, but the streamer keeps saying he doesn't understand what she's on about. Then it gets intense. The woman starts yelling gang stuff, specifically MS-13 slogans.
Called.
Is that a camera?
Yeah, it's a camera.
What are you doing there with that camera?
I'm live streaming.
What does that mean?
I'm streaming to the internet.
Oh.
Have you heard that before? Do you know live streaming?
Like Koreatown kind of stuff?
Yeah, right, exactly. Koreatown kind of
do you know what's
stuff.
in Koreatown?
What was that?
Do you know what's in Koreatown?
Do I know which in Koreatown?
No. Koreatown that became Latino town. Do you know what is in Koreatown now? Or who has always been here and always stay here? Not even South and North Korea can join?
No, I'm not sure what the answer is.
MS God! MS-13, baby!
She thinks he's some Korean dude trying to take over her turf, even though he has no idea what she's talking about.
Okay.
This is my territory. It's your Korean ass, pali ass.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm not Korean.
Live streaming can be wild, but this encounter is next level crazy. Back in 2016, some deputies in Florida were heroes. They came across a nasty car crash where a woman was stuck inside her car, flames licking at everything.
Which car are they in here?
One deputy, quick on his feet, smashed the passenger window with his baton and yanked open the door. But things weren't so easy. The woman was all tangled up in her seatbelt, steering wheel, and airbag.
Can you hear me? Can you call this way? Get over and see that. I can't get her on the seatbelt. I've been trying to pull on her. I can't get her out.
The fire wasn't helping either, but that didn't stop the other deputy. He grabbed a fire extinguisher and blasted the flames while his partner wrestled with the seatbelt.
Ma'am, stay with me. Hey, stay with me. Stay with me.
These deputies weren't giving up, and eventually they managed to free the woman from the wreckage. No word on if they got any fire extinguisher burns, but they definitely deserve a high five for bravery. This family trip to the national park was supposed to be a blast, and things were definitely off to a cute start. A giant bear lumbered up to their rental car and plopped down for a cuddle. Too adorable, right? I mean, the giant floof looked like a giant teddy bear. Well, the fun meter went from awesome to oh no real quick.
No, he's gonna break.
Whoa! That's not good.
Oh.
Mr. Snuggles decided to get a closer look, and with one mighty swipe, the car side mirror went flying. And let's just say that hilarious bear encounter turned into a scary reminder. Wild animals are wild. This family's gonna have a story to tell, but next time, they might keep their distance from the furry tourists. This story is some prime nightmare fuel. It all went down in October 2014 and the whole thing's caught on video. We see a car cruising down a dark road late at night. Everything seems normal until they spot a car stopped in the middle of the road with its hazards flashing. The driver swerves to avoid it, but their chill vibes are about to get shattered. Not even a minute later, they gotta slam on the brakes again. There's a dude in the middle of the road pushing a baby stroller. This guy just keeps walking right down the middle of the road and right towards the car. The driver starts laughing, which, let's be honest, is not most people's go-to reaction in this situation. But hey, maybe that's how they deal with their fear. Anyway, the car starts backing up slowly, and the man just keeps on coming. Then he breaks into a run, chasing after the car. The driver slams the car in reverse and speeds up, finally managing to lose this creepy dude. Now the real question is, why? Why was this guy pushing a stroller down a dark road in the middle of the night? Was there even a baby in there? The comment section of this video is blowing up with theories. One person, Savannah Rose, is worried sick, thinking, what if there was a young one in there? Another commenter, John Garza, has a whole different take. They're trying to rob you. I've seen this in Corpus Christi, Texas. Whatever this guy's motive was, one thing's for sure, he needs a new plan. So it all went down on a Tuesday afternoon, October 19th, 2021, around 2:30. Albuquerque cops got called to this apartment complex called 4 Hell Studios because someone reported 2 young ones left all by themselves. Turns out it was a 7-year-old girl and a barely 9-month-old boy, with her mom nowhere in sight. The mom, 27-year-old Samantha Sanchez, had a bad habit of leaving her young ones alone for like 20 or 30 minutes at a time, which isn't exactly cool.
Hello,
Hi.
police department.
Hi.
What's going on, guys? Is everything okay over here? We got called out here to check up on you guys. It's okay. Nobody's in trouble. Yeah, nobody's in trouble at all. We're just gonna talk to your mom when she comes back home, that's all.
It's okay. So we got a call. We've gotten a couple calls prior to this that they've been having one, but we couldn't get in or check it or anything.
How long have you guys been getting calls about this? Like how?
I've been here for a couple weeks and it's been since day one.
Where's your mama?
Where did she go, baby? She didn't tell me. She didn't tell me.
Do you have a phone number for her so we can give her a call? Police department, is this Samantha Sanchez? Well, I'm trying to get a hold of you because I'm at your apartment with your unattended children and I was wondering where you were at. Okay. How long are you planning on being gone?
The police showed up and waited, and about 15 minutes later, Samantha waltzed in. Let's just say she wasn't happy to see the cops or know someone called them.
What's that? What do you mean, what do I want?
Yeah, why are you here?
Because you left your children unattended.
They're fine.
Yeah, but they're a little young.
And so my daughter knows the drill. She knows to stay home. And you can mind your business. And yeah.
I could mind my business if there wasn't a violation of.
There's not a violation of a law. You just need to mind your business.
No, a 7-year-old.
So who the fuck told? You know what? Leave me alone. Get away from my house.
Okay, there's an officer inside your apartment.
Is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you call the cops on me?
Frank 523, we're walking up to the door.
What the fuck is this boss call for? Excuse me, you can take your tone down.
Okay.
You're in my
So
house.
you don't need to yell at
You're
your
in my
kids
house.
because you left them here. Do you understand that?
They're taken care of. They know better.
They know better than
Yes, they know. They always stay home.
Can you and I talk outside, please?
No, you can mind your business.
Okay.
I
At
have
this
the right
point,
to refuse.
This is a child abuse
I have
investigation. Okay?
no,
Do
it's
you
not an
understand that?
abuse investigation. They're not even been abused.
Yes, it is
No,
an
they're
abuse.
not.
This is a
They're
neglect
not. They're not
investigation.
abused. They're not abused.
First of all, there's a few things we need to work out before you decide which of your neighbors ratted on you.
Yes,
okay?
who snitched on me? I want to know who it was first. And then second of all...
So you don't see a problem with leaving your children
No,
in this
because they've
apartment?
been here all the time. They do this all the time. And
That's
they're
interesting to
taken
know.
care of.
So you're upsetting her and making her cry by just walking down?
No, you can close my door and get out of my house. That's what you
It's
can.
a criminal investigation.
No, it's not. It's not. Nothing's been criminally done.
Actually, this is a
No,
crime.
it's not. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave, sir. So you can
So are you requesting that CYFD takes your children? Is that what you're requesting?
And if CYFD takes my fucking children, I will be suing.
The officers tried to be nice and talk things out, but Samantha got real huffy and wouldn't cooperate. Things escalated, and when she got aggressive, they arrested her for child abuse.
So let's talk.
Go ahead and put your hands
No,
behind your back.
I want to talk.
Put your hands behind your back.
Samantha wasn't having it though, and she started fighting back, kicking, pinching, the whole shebang.
Hurry, go to my car and tell Thurman to come get in the van, the baby. Hurry. Hurry, my car.
I need another cup.
This is ridiculous.
You're ridiculous. Why don't you mind your business?
Stop pulling away from us. Stop fighting with
Get
us.
off of me now.
Backup arrived and they had to restrain her completely before taking her to jail. At the station, they booked her for a bunch of charges, attacking the officers, leaving her young ones alone, and not having a driver's license. In the end, she took a deal to avoid some of the charges. She pleaded guilty to trying to attack the officers and abandoning her young ones, but they dropped the other stuff. This wasn't Samantha's finest moment, but things got even worse about 6 months later. Apparently, she accidentally shot her little boy's toes off during a fight with her boyfriend. Yikes. That landed her with child abuse charges again, and this time she pleaded guilty. The prosecutors wanted to keep her locked up until trial, but the judge let her go on probation instead. Even though she would have faced up to 9 years behind bars, she ended up getting a 1-year jail sentence that got suspended, plus 5 years of probation. On March 1st, 2023, a cop is on patrol when they spot a car with way outdated plates and a license that's been suspended. On top of that, the windows are tinted super dark. Not a great look. The officer pulls the car over, walks up to the driver, and things immediately go south.
Get back in the car. Get back in the car. At the nursing building, she's taking off. UI 52878. Stop. Stop. You're gonna get more charges. She's running across the bridge. Stop. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
What am I under arrest for?
Get on the
What am
ground.
I under arrest
Stop.
for?
Get on the ground.
Okay, what am I under arrest for? What the on?
Get on the ground.
Get the on, bro. Get the on. Get the on.
You're gonna get tased. Get on the ground.
I didn't do. I didn't do.
You're gonna get tased.
I didn't do.
Get on the ground. You're gonna get tased.
Cookie. Cookie.
The driver, who happens to be a woman, is being difficult and not cooperating at all. It gets even worse when more officers show up, and it seems like they might be thinking about searching the car. That really sets her off.
Your plates are expired.
Okay, I understand. I need somebody to come get me out of jail.
Just have a seat.
Oh my God.
You can make calls when we get down there.
Oh, but I'm saying I could call them right now so they can already be ready.
That was an option before this all happened.
He didn't tell me what he was with me for.
You ran. I told you once we were on the ground. Sit.
What did you pull me over for?
Sit. Your plates are expired.
He wasn't even behind me. He didn't know
right
that.
now.
Yeah, he didn't know that until I
They're
pulled
a different
in.
color.
He didn't know that until I pulled in. What
You
I'm
were on the
saying.
road,
He wasn't close enough, sir. I know my place was expired, so I knew that.
Okay. So you admit you did something wrong. Your license is
Okay,
suspended.
okay. So how much the bond?
Is the car yours?
Yeah, the car mine, of course.
So
What the hell?
I just gotta know what your name is. What's your name? Swing your feet in for me, please.
What's gonna happen to my car?
It's gonna get towed.
Why?
Because you're driving with the expired plates, and if you're the registered owner, you have a suspended license, and it's gonna get towed.
How do I have suspended license?
I don't know. See, if we could have had a conversation 10 minutes ago, we could have figured all this stuff out.
Are they trying to break into my car?
Your keys not work?
Yes, the keys work. Why aren't y'all trying to break into my car?
I pushed it multiple times. I can't.
All this commotion ends with a woman getting hauled down to the jail for further processing. By the time she steps out of the cop car, she seems a lot less riled up. Makes you wonder what all the fuss was about in the first place.
Can you take a step back from please?
I need my phone to unlock my debit card to pay for myself to get out. No, I gotta just do it on my phone from my bank.
Oh, I got you.
Now.
I got you. Is it like pretty quick? Like
Yes.
quick turnaround? Okay.
Anyway, they slap her with charges for resisting arrest and a bunch of traffic violations. Not exactly a fun day for her. Chaos erupted at Klein Forest High School after fireworks went off in the cafeteria, including 4 students.
We was all eating lunch in the cafeteria, and someone threw a big firework.
Boom, like it was like boom. And we seen the color.
Like what?
And the smoke.
What was the color?
Like red, blue, it's like a firework.
Thankfully, everyone got out safely, but it was a scary situation. Security cameras caught a student lighting up the fireworks during lunch break, causing a major disruption. Talk about a bad idea.
This is one of those things where there was a group of students at the table, so we're reviewing the video to see what occurred. You know, if it was one who did it or who else knew or what was, and we'll work from there.
This earned that student a trip to the principal's office and probably worse. With expulsion a real possibility, the Harris County Fire Marshal is reminding everyone that fireworks are a big no-no at school, and there could be even more charges coming down the line.
Any device that is used, such as a firework, that is used to disrupt or to injure people, we will work with the district attorney's office to place charges on that.
The good news? All 4,000 students and staff made it out safely. The school will be closed for the rest of the day, but students can come back tomorrow during their 5th period to grab the stuff they left behind in the rush.
It was crazy because it just went off, and I guess everybody thought it was like a gunshot or something.
Let's hope everyone learned a valuable lesson about fireworks and appropriate school behavior. Big brawl in the city center today. Apparently, some Fujian gangsters decided to throw a temper tantrum in a crowded area. Cops showed up in a flash to shut down the party, and now there is a tense standoff between gangsters and the police. These gangsters are bad news. They're known for violence, dealing drugs, and all sorts of illegal activities that mess with people's lives. It's hard to tell what happens next from this video, but things are definitely not chill. Just some tips for staying safe. If you see graffiti gang tags, frequent police cars, or hear about a lot of violence in an area, that might be a sign of gang activity. Best to steer clear. This rock climber in Japan caught some crazy footage on his GoPro, a bear attack mid-climb. The video shows the climber rappelling down Mount Futago in Japan nice and chill when a bear lunges at him from above. You can hear the guy scream like he's seen a ghost. But this climber wasn't going down without a fight. He throws punches and kicks with everything he's got to fend off the beast. It's an intense back and forth for a while, but eventually the bear gets tired and backs off. Totally shaken, the climber slowly makes his way up the mountain, probably thanking his lucky stars he's alive.
Ey, Tor, fick dich einfach nur.
This really drives home how dangerous base jumping can be. Armin Schneider was a 28-year-old skydiving pro from Italy. Back in 2016, he live-streamed a wingsuit flight, telling viewers, "Today you fly with me," before jumping off a mountain in the Swiss Alps.
So, heute fliegt's mal mit. Aber ihr hört nur was. Ich stecke euch ein. Tata.
Not much is visible at first, but soon it's clear Schneider is in trouble. You hear him shout one last time before hitting the ground. After that, it's just the eerie sound of cowbells for several minutes. People watching the live stream were horrified, with some begging Schneider to say something, anything. Tragically, there was no response. They later found his body near Candlestick, a well-known base jumping spot. A friend mentioned that even though he was a seasoned skydiver, Schneider had only been using the wingsuit for a year. This is a released body cam footage from Brookside Police shows a dramatic scene. They're pulling a suspected kidnapper, Sean Sanders, out of a white van. Apparently, this guy held an Alabama woman hostage in a cage inside the van.
Got it. He's in the back. He's in the back. He's in the back. Get out the van. Get out. Get out the van. Get out the van. Drop a weapon. Go on the taser.
Thankfully, the cops were able to take him into custody. This must have been a terrifying situation for the woman, but good news, the bad guy's behind bars.
Put him down. Put him down. Give me your phone. Give me this one. Oh, yeah, you know me. It's really good.
You been smoking marijuana?
Yes.
Why do I smell marijuana?
I have marijuana, but I wasn't smoking marijuana.
Okay. You have a medical marijuana card?
No, sir.
You may know her as WWE superstar Liv Morgan, whose real name is Gianna DiDio. Got busted out in Florida back in December. A cop pulls her over for swerving all over the road. Body cam footage shows the officer asking her about her driving, but then catches a whiff of something skunky, weed to be exact.
Can you see at night?
Yes, sir, I can see.
Okay.
My lights are a little bit low.
Are you on your phone or something?
No.
Because I'm trying to head to a crash and I can't go past you because you're going back and forth.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not.
You don't hear those rivets? On the right side and the left side of the road, there's these things. You could probably hear right now when the cars go by.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. You been smoking marijuana?
Yes, sir.
Why do I smell marijuana?
I have marijuana, but I wasn't smoking marijuana.
Okay. You have a medical marijuana card?
No, sir.
You don't? Okay. Is there marijuana in the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where is it at?
It's in the back.
Okay. Sierra 54, son.
Liv cooperated with the officer her whole time. No drama, no yelling. They put her in the back of the cop car while they searched her Jeep. Sure enough, they found some marijuana.
She said that there's marijuana in the car and a fuzzy bag in the back, and she does not have a medical marijuana card.
Okay. It's this bag.
She said a fuzzy bag. Yep.
Yep. This is facial cream. Alright, I'm gonna take a picture of this.
Don't forget your photo card too. Count that money.
Yeah, that's a lot of cash.
Yeah. And then
The officer reads her rights, but that part of the recording is blurred out, so who knows what went down there. Liv calls a friend to let them know she's under arrest.
I'll write some numbers down for you, that way you can call them once you're at the jail, okay?
Yeah, no problem. That sucks.
I know. I'm like...
Taylor, I'm being arrested. I need you to come pick up my car.
Okay, where are you?
I don't even know. It's County Road 476 and 575. You'll see lights in her Jeep.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I cut it out.
They take her to jail and slapped her with charges for having weed and DUI. She gets released after putting up some cash, but in January, they drop one of the charges. In the end, she pays a fine and court fees for the weed possession. She would end up becoming women's world champion after the best women's wrestler of all time, Rhea Ripley, was forced to vacate her title. What Rhea does to Liv won't be YouTube friendly by any means. This is a police chase story straight out of a movie. Back in 2003, a cop spotted a suspicious Acura swerving all over the road. He tries to pull it over, but the driver decides to play keep away and takes off. A crazy car chase ensues, with the suspect swerving around everything, including clipping a cop who was just outside his car and nearly smashing into two squad cars head on. Talk about recklessness. Even though things were getting super dangerous, the police wouldn't let up. The driver, though, wasn't backing down either. He floored it, reaching speeds of over 100 miles per hour before weaving onto the interstate. This chase went on for ages, with the driver eventually ditching the road and barreling through a field. The final cherry on top, he even chucked a fence back onto the interstate before disappearing. Seeing as how they lost sight of the car, the police finally called it quits. So gotta hand it to that 2003 Acura driver. They sure know how to lead a police on a wild chase.
See, I'm not stepping out of nothing. I ain't even gonna lie to you because I didn't move. I'm not stupid, I know my laws, man.
So cops rolled up to a house on September 7th, 2023 to nab a guy with a bunch of warrants out for him. Dude took off running after they spotted him, and they chased him on foot for a bit. They figured he probably ducked back into the house, especially since his ankle monitor signal said he was still there.
Is anyone else in the house right now? Mind if we check inside? Because the dude has an ankle monitor, and they're saying he's pinging at this spot. I'm asking you because the dude is making threats basically to this female. And so a halfway house called us about him, so we're just trying to get the guy. I get you, but I explained it to you, right? Is that it came to 802. So that's why we're checking. I just happened to see you in your car. So just for safety, I just like to make sure he's not in there in case he's threatening you or anything. And if there's anything in there, I don't care. I just want to make sure he's not here so we can know that.
The woman who was at the house claimed she didn't know anything about the guy and wouldn't let the cops search the place. They tried to explain they were going to find him one way or another, but she wasn't budging.
Spot this chief.
He took off down. Yeah, he took off down this way.
Okay.
I got back there in a second. He's got to be inside
in my car. So.
He's got to be inside still.
She's saying she lives here. She's claiming that no one else is in there.
Yeah.
And she's not giving any consent for us to go in there.
She wants to know how long this is going to take because she has things to do.
Whose house is this?
This is hers. And she said we can't go in.
I just got here. I'm Officer Constantino. So, you got kids in here, you got family, you know, all around. You got a bunch of cops around the house. You don't want to get yourself in any kind of trouble. Let's just get this done so everyone can just leave. You can leave, you know, we'll leave. You can get on with your business. Well, if you would just allow me and my partner to walk through with you real quick, well, that's fine. And then when the search warrant gets here, then you're going to end up going to jail for what we find out, okay? It's called obstructing official business or obstructing justice.
How is that? Because I didn't give my name? Because I want to call a lawyer to see if it's legal?
Dear, if you don't give your name, and if he ends up being hiding in your house, the person that we believe to be there.
In my car, how is me?
Dear, I'm just telling you what's happening, and I'm giving you every opportunity, and I'm hoping that you can make a good decision for yourself and for your children, and hopefully then, you know, we can get this done.
That don't even make sense.
Okay. Hey, dear, or you could just roll the dice and just hope.
That's why I need to contact my lawyer, because that don't even make sense.
Okay.
Turns out the dude was actually still there, but he'd cut his ankle monitor off. On top of that, he'd made some threats that caused a whole halfway house to go on lockdown. No wonder the cops were determined to get him. And guess what? The woman, turns out she had a suspended license too. Not a good day for her.
You're suspended. So can you step out for me, please? Your vehicle's running. You're suspended. You're right. Step out for me. You're suspended. Okay.
My kids are in this car.
Step out for me, please. You're suspended. You don't have a driver's license.
My vehicle is not moving. Like, what are you talking about?
Still in possession of the vehicle.
Step out for me.
I'm not in possession.
You're running a vehicle right now. Step out for me, please.
No.
With all that going on, the cops figured they'd had no choice but to force their way into the house.
Forcing the door in. It's the Elyria Police Department.
Rear. Hands up, hands up. Hands up. Hands up, stop.
Now, get on the ground right now. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground. Holster.
Ain't no need for that, man.
Shut off.
Hey, Brittany.
Duck off.
I got you.
The woman wasn't exactly making things easy, even using her young ones to try and stop them. Not cool.
Alright, we're done playing with you. Come on, baby, you're gonna go in the back seat. It's alright, sweetie. Can you please not make this difficult for your child? You're gonna make us take your child away from you?
In the end, they got both the guy and the woman. The guy's facing charges for stuff like vandalism, resisting arrest, and making things difficult for the cops. The woman got hit with a bunch of charges too, like trying to stop the cops from doing their job, having stolen stuff, and putting her young ones at risk. Yikes. The good news is the young ones are safe, even though they were obviously scared by the whole ordeal. But yeah, not a fun day for anyone involved. El Paso's got a problem with Edgar's, young Latino guys trying to act tough. They might think they run the streets, but reality bites sometimes. The cops shut down a house party full of these wannabe thugs after neighbors complained. Normally, a house party bust goes smoothly, but not this time. These guys got rowdy, refusing to cooperate with the police.
What are you doing? Come on, man.
It turned into a whole scene. Cops swarmed the neighborhood, rounding everyone up. Most folks went along with it, but a few Edgars decided to make a run for it, causing a bit of chase for the officers. A flight over a parking spot turned tragic in Florida, and the shooter might walk free because of the state's controversial stand your ground law. The whole thing was caught on camera. Imagine this: a dad with his 5-year-old son gets out of their car, and a stranger yells about them parking illegally in a handicapped spot. An argument breaks out, then things escalate quickly. Security footage shows the argument getting heated, with the dad pushing the other guy to the ground, but then the guy pulls out a weapon and shoots the dad right in front of his young son.
Marquise McLaughlin hadn't walked up to him the way he did and slammed him on the ground, we wouldn't be here having this discussion either.
The shooter claims self-defense under Florida's stand your ground law, which lets people use deadly force if they feel threatened. Here's the twist. The dad was actually walking away when he got shot. Was the shooter really in danger?
The defendant can use the fact that the victim started to walk away as evidence that the shooter was not in imminent harm.
The dad's girlfriend is heartbroken.
I need justice. This is not right at all.
And another witness says they saw the same guy act aggressively over a parking spot a month earlier.
Out here, he said he'll shoot me, call me and stuff like that, so I think it's a racial issue.
The shooter had a permit for his weapon, but this whole situation raises serious questions. This is a hot button issue. Should people be able to shoot someone who's walking away? Florida's law is in the spotlight again, and people are divided. Pet owners, this YouTube video by Lauren Constantino posted August 11th, 2023 might make you hug your furry friend a little tighter. Starts out normal, just a dark hallway, a little creepy, sure, but nothing crazy. Then a black cat walks in, all cute and cuddly, until something bizarre happens with its face.
Baxter.
Here's the freaky part. Blink and you'll miss it. But the cat's face seemed to morph into a screaming person's face, like a woman screaming. Seriously spooky. Now, who's that face? Why did it appear on this innocent kitty? Is it possessed? Or maybe there's a simpler explanation. Either way, this video will definitely make you think twice before giving your cat a late night cuddle. Two women were just scooting home from an event when they were ambushed by 4 armed thugs on motorbikes. Before they even knew what was happening, the guys were on them, threatening them with a weapon. They stole everything they had, jewelry, cash, documents, and even beat the women up, leaving them bruised and scratched. The worst part, no cops were around to help during the whole chase. These poor women were left completely defenseless. This is horrifying. I hope they're recovering okay, and that the police catch these creeps.
Either letting me go or charging me.
But look, listen, I don't have anything to do with this, so can we have...
I'm not doing nothing.
Do not bang your head.
Don't touch me.
I'm
so tired of being touched by you officer.
I'm tired of you beating your head.
Okay, well, I don't want to be touched. I didn't do nothing.
This crazy thing happened down in Florida. Cops in Panama City Beach arrested a guy named Derek Burnett from Alabama on June 28th. Apparently, a tow truck driver claimed Burnett decked him.
Said he came up, there was some guy staring in the window of the pizza place. So he was just minding his own business. He's driving the flatbed. And he starts loading up this car, doing his own thing. Next thing you know, the dude smacks the bed of the truck. He's like, hey, don't touch my truck. So the guy got up in his face, hit the truck again. He's like, hey, don't fucking touch my truck. So the dude just turned around and put the call off and clocked him. So he said, I didn't hit him, smacked him. And then he tried to come at me again. I grabbed him and threw him to the ground.
The cops weren't buying Derek's story. The whole thing just seemed off.
No, he said he rode a motorcycle here because he claimed that they towed his motorcycle and they didn't tow any motorcycles. Yeah. And he said, oh yeah, it's because my dad took it home. But he's all over the place with some of his story though, so.
The cops tried to talk to Derek, but he kept insisting he never touched the tow truck driver, seemed pretty stressed.
I was attacked by a tow truck driver. They don't know what the I'm getting arrested because this motherfucker hit me.
Things got weird when they put him in the cop car. There's footage of him slamming his head on purpose against the side of the vehicle, then yelling about the cops being brutal.
Oh, dude, please take his handcuffs off me, man. If you don't take them off, I'm finna catch a real felony. I'm finna catch a assault on your
Get in the car.
You wait till I get the ass, get my hands on you. you don't take these off, I promise you I will make it worth my while, cuz. And when I get on you, cuz, you just wait. I'll go to jail, cuz.
What are you doing?
Take me to jail!
We're trying. But now
Then close the door and take me!
Dude was acting wild, even spitting on the officers and the paramedics who came to help.
Yeah,
because I gotta make sure you sit down.
me for no
I'm not the
reason.
one that detains you, boss. Take a deep breath.
No.
Yes.
Take me to jail or get these handcuffs off me.
No, we're waiting on paramedics.
We'll call them.
They're on the way.
Take me.
Stop.
Oh.
Even in the back of the transport van, he wouldn't calm down, banging his head again.
I was attacked, and he's still just standing there like nothing's wrong. I was attacked. I'll admit, I've been the one to attack them charges, cuz. But I didn't do nothing.
Okay, stop. You're gonna bust the back of your head open.
Good.
Stop.
Good, cuz. Good. Y'all.
Eventually, they took him to jail, but let him out after he signed some papers saying he'd show up for court later. Here's the crazy part. 2 days later, they found Derek dead on the side of the road. Cops say it was a hit and run that happened just hours after he left jail. So far, no one's been caught for the crash. Just a sad story all around. This car chase is going to have you questioning who to cheer for.
High-speed chase. Now look at that. He made a turn back to the north on surface streets there, and will continue northbound as alongside the.
Here's the deal. Some dude swipes a Kia Soul and leads the cops on a merry chase. But this ain't your typical high-speed highway race. This driver is all about stealth mode.
Right now in the Southwest Division of LAPD, but the unit's trying to get behind the car. A lot of homeless.
It's late night, and he's got his headlights off, except for those quick flickers to signal turns ninja style.
People living right along that street, a very dangerous situation. Now back to the other side of the freeway, a left turn going westbound, and we'll see which way the car goes. We want to keep a wide shot.
His skills are put to the ultimate test when they hit a bridge. In a move that would make James Bond jealous, the driver swerves right under the bridge, completely ditching the cops. They searched high and low, but this guy vanished like smoke. It's like he drove straight into the bridge and out the other side, into another dimension. We'll never know for sure how he pulled it off, but one thing's for certain, this is a car chase story for the ages. Florida deputies busted a guy named Cody Blake Hessian for allegedly swiping a car and then ditching it in a ditch. Talk about a bad day, but here's the kicker. Cody wasn't alone. Body cam footage shows him getting out of the cop car with his little buddy Monk, clinging to a shirt. Monk? Turns out that Cody's pet capuchin monkey, complete with a leash and a diaper.
The deal is, Capuchin's gonna have to go to the
Huh? Not right now.
It's gonna have to go to a sanctuary here temporarily until we can figure out if you can get your licensing stuff squared away and if you can get it back.
I've already applied.
Have you applied for it? Okay, that's definitely helpful. The place is here in Tarpon Springs where it's going to go. So it's called Suncoast Primate Sanctuary.
Can I get a card with your own map?
Yeah, I'm going to get you a copy of the property receipt. So before you.
The cops couldn't exactly let Cody keep his furry friend since he didn't have a permit for Monk. That could mean even more trouble for Cody. But the deputies were chill and let Cody say goodbye to his little monkey before taking him to a special animal sanctuary nearby. Cody told the officer he'd had Monk for 3 whole years, practically raising him since he was a baby monkey. He even claimed the breeder he got Monk from in South Carolina didn't require any permits, which, well, the cops weren't sure about.
Oh, really? So where did you get it from?
South Carolina.
South Carolina?
Yeah.
And was that do you know, was it like a dealer or was it a friend?
It was a breeder.
Breeder? Okay.
There was there's no licensing, no permits there.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I moved back home, and there was issues. So
Right.
I've already applied and everything. I had them for 3 years in South Carolina at the time. They said that some of my hours didn't match up, I guess. I don't know. It was pretty stupid.
Well, if you got something in the system, that'll look good because you know that the having class 3 in Florida is another misdemeanor charge. So hopefully.
I'm getting charged right now?
You're not getting charged right now, but I'll probably meet you at the jail if I have to do some additional paperwork. Okay?
Seems like Cody might have gotten himself into a monkey mess in more ways than one. Oh, and to top it all off, while the cops were dealing with the whole monkey business, a woman showed up claiming Cody stole her car. Yikes. A builder caught a couple red-handed dumping bricks and construction junk on the side of the road. Talk about a dirty move. This builder wasn't having it. He filmed the whole thing, then marched right up to the couple and gave them a serious tongue lashing about littering.
Go on then, I'm watching you. I don't give a f what you're doing, pick it all back up. Go on then, I'm waiting here while you do it. Go on then. Okay, I'm watching. I don't give a f what you've done. Put it all back in your car and take it home. You scruffy f. Go on then, hurry up. How would you like it if I threw a load of shit in your garden? You wouldn't, would you? If I come to your house and throw shit in your garden, what would you do? You know. Why are you doing it then? Why do you take it to? Why do you take it to tip? Well, go tomorrow then.
The couple, probably feeling pretty dumb, tried to play it cool at first, but the builder wasn't letting them off easy. He made them pick up every single piece of scrap they tossed, like a personal trash brigade. He even double-checked the area to make sure they didn't miss anything.
It's alright, I'm waiting here, you'll be alright.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. Keep going, come on. I can still see some.
What?
I can still see some. Hold on a minute, how come it's pissing it down and all that rubbish? Yeah, how come it's raining now, yeah? And all that's bone dry.
Bricks.
That's dry. That's dry rubbish. It's raining. You think I'm fake?
Come on. We don't need to swear about it. Are we swearing at you?
So you've got some gloves, come on.
Are you swearing at me?
Come on. Swearing at you, fly tipping.
Once they finished cleaning up their mess, the couple probably thought they could charm their way out of trouble. They begged the builder to delete the video, but nope, the builder just saw right through them. He shut his car window, gave them a good laugh, and left them feeling pretty embarrassed.
I'm waiting, go on, f off.
Can you delete it?
No.
Come on.
Come on now, it's been fly tipping. See you later. I don't want to talk to you. I'm just going to stay until you've gone.
Alright, you're going to delete that video.
See you later.
Yeah, go on, but can you delete it? Don't say swear. Delete the video.
Like many other clips, this one starts off pretty slow. A guy in blue shows up, crouches behind some stuff, then heads into the trees. On his way back, he takes a bunch of bricks and even uses a stick to help him walk. We don't know who he is, how old he is, or what exactly went down. At one point, he seems like an older guy because he's struggling to walk like an old person would, but that changes quickly when he rolls down a hill and gets back up without using his arms, which is pretty wild. It's hard to tell what's going on with him. Maybe he was on something, explaining the weird behavior. What do you think? Cops in Parma, Ohio responded to a shooting scene on July 1st. Turns out, catching the suspect wasn't exactly a detective's dream. Body cam footage shows officers arriving at the apartment complex where 26-year-old Julia Sanders was tragically shot and fatally wounded.
Police?
Hello, come in, please, come here.
What happened?
Go. Yeah, drive it.
Clear. Drop. Come on out.
One officer climbs the stairs, ready for anything. But guess what? He doesn't even need to ask who did it. Right there, waiting for them, is 25-year-old David Grant. And what's the first thing out of his mouth? I'm the shooter.
Come on out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Here. I'm out. I got buddy. I'm out.
Can you close the door so my dog doesn't run out on you guys? I don't know. I was in my apartment.
What happened here, man? Well, we were leaving out the door, and he was standing right here. He was standing right there behind this door.
I gotta get the Tom kid from my car.
Here. I got quick clot.
Okay.
Alleged shooters in custody, one male's down.
Talk about a confession. Grant repeats it again as more officers and first responders arrive.
Here, I got a glove. You could probably use it as a chest seal. Just try to spread it out. Yeah, I'm good with him. I'm not the glove. I'm not far for that. That was wide open. One down. Yeah.
Anyone else we need? Anyone else?
Oh, wait a second. I'm walking down.
I'm right here. Nobody else. I'm right.
No hiding, no excuses, just a straight up admission. Apparently, Grant and Sanders knew each other, and things got heated before the shooting. Now Grant's facing a first-degree murder charge for taking Sanders' life. This live stream went from bad to worse, so the streamer decides to pull out some mace and threaten the people around him. Big mistake. The crowd wasn't having it, and they quickly turned the tables on him.
I have a taser. What are you gonna do? Bro, you're gonna get tased. You're gonna get tased. You're gonna get tased.
There's some shoving, some yelling, and our streamer guy is backpedaling like crazy. Thinking the fight's over, he starts acting all dramatic, flops to the ground, and plays the victim for his viewers.
I'm weak. I'm weak.
But guess what? The people he threatened are still there, waiting for their moment. Suddenly, the camera goes flying as someone snatches his phone. Lesson learned the hard way. Don't start drama online, especially if you can't handle the real-life consequences. Stick to streaming cat videos, my friend.
Hey! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Where's the car?
Road rage is no joke. It can turn a bad situation into total disaster, just like in this crazy dashcam video. We see one driver trying to bully their way past another car, cutting them off and probably causing some major frustration. Let me tell you, messing with other drivers is a recipe for trouble. You never know who you're dealing with. They could be fuming mad, or worse, carrying a weapon. Getting into a road rage fight can escalate things real quick, putting you and everyone else on the road at risk. That's why staying calm and collected is key, even when another driver cuts you off or does something dumb. Take a deep breath, count to 10, and remember, getting to your destination safely is way more important than winning some pointless road war. This story takes a tragic turn. What started as a romantic underwater proposal ended in heartbreak. Steven Weber was vacationing with his girlfriend, Kenesha Antoine, at the Manta Resort in Tanzania. They were staying in a special underwater room, and that's where Steven decided to pop the question.
This is the room. This is where we're sleeping. We will be for the next 20 hours.
Hey, look, a shark.
Not funny. Alright.
He held up a sweet handwritten note asking Kenesha to marry him, but then he never resurfaced.
What does that say? Oh, it's so cute. What?
Kenesha shared the news on Facebook, and it's just awful. The US State Department confirmed an American tourist died there, but details are scarce. The Manta Resort offered their condolences, and a GoFundMe was set up to bring Stephen's body home and give him a proper burial. This is a terrible reminder that life can change in an instant.
Get that jacket off. Take this off for me, mate.
Stuart Nichols, I've got a couple of things to say to you. The time, 16:11 hours. You're under arrest for causing death by dangerous driving, failing to stop a scene of an accident, and death by driving whilst disqualified. This has happened yesterday evening at Paston Ridings in Peterborough. So listen to me, you do not have to say anything. May harm your defence.
Just wait, let me
if you do not
talk, we'll
mention
talk
main
to you.
questions, something which you later rely on in court.
Just sit down for a minute.
Anything you do
bad.
say may be given evidence. Your arrest is necessary because you may destroy evidence. Also to allow a prompt and effective investigation for the offence, obtain evidence by question, and to prevent any prosecution of the offence being hindered by your disappearance. Okay?
This is a tragic story out of Peterborough. A disqualified driver named Stuart Nichols slammed his car into a pedestrian, Carl Bradshaw, who had fallen into the road. Instead of stopping to help, Nichols took off. Bradshaw sadly didn't survive the crash. Witnesses saw the whole thing and were able to describe Nichols' car, a black Renault Megane. Cameras also caught the car in the area at the time. Turns out, Nichols shouldn't have even been behind the wheel. He was already disqualified for driving without insurance. The next day, cops found Nichols' car abandoned and eventually tracked him down at a farm. He finally faced the music in court and pleaded guilty to causing the crash while disqualified. He was sentenced to 4 years and 4 months in jail. This is a harsh reminder of the dangers of reckless driving and the importance of following the rules of the road. This CCTV footage from Pittsburgh caught some neighbor drama that went way off the rails. A suburban family got into a dispute with a dog walker, and things got way out of hand.
Why would you do that just because somebody tells you to pick up the dog poop?
The clip shows a woman in red clearly trying to intimidate the family. She flashes something that looks like a weapon at the camera, then walks around their driveway, spitting on their car 3 times. Needless to say, the family felt threatened, and with good reason. The police got involved, and thanks to the footage, they were able to identify the woman. She's facing some serious charges now, and hopefully this will put an end to this whole mess. This is a reminder that neighborly disputes can escalate quickly, and it's always best to keep things civil, even when tensions are high.
Like I thought I saw something that wasn't happening.
Police body camera footage captures the aftermath of a domestic violence incident in Wisconsin in 2023. The footage shows officers arriving at a residence where a woman, later identified as 22-year-old Morgan Lunn, had injured her former partner with scissors. The incident occurred in February, and Morgan was sentenced in November. The video reveals a chaotic scene with the injured man lying on the couch and Morgan nearby.
Right, is it just the 3 of you? Okay. The ambulance is downstairs. Have you got shoes or something you can...
No, they're downstairs.
Okay. They're coming.
You go? We gotta go, we gotta go.
Yep, medics are coming. Is this your stuff?
Yeah.
Do you have an ID in here?
No, it's in the car.
Morgan?
No, come on. He did.
Oh my God.
What is your name?
Morgan. L-U-N-D.
Morgan appears distressed and claims to have experienced a mental health episode during the incident.
And I feel like somebody else. I feel like it's not even me.
If you had to physically describe what you were seeing, like big or small, black or white, gray, blue, whatever.
Like a blob.
Like a blob.
Like a black blob. Like a blob, but like a figure.
Okay.
I don't know. I have something wrong.
So you see a dark figure, but it doesn't look like a person. Am I understanding that right?
Another officer speaks with a family member who witnessed the aftermath and mentions ongoing relationship problems between Morgan and the victim.
I thought they were just fighting like normal. And it starts getting loud. What the hell?
Was he screaming back at her?
It was kind of like a, I don't even know, like, get off me, help. I don't even
And that was
remember.
him saying that?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
And open the door. They're on top of each other.
What do you mean on? So they both were on top of each other?
He was like on top of her trying to take the knife out of her hand or something. I don't know.
Okay. So, okay, how was she positioned? Like, when you say when he was on top of her, was he like straddling her?
Yeah, he like had her wrist down.
And then holding her wrist, like straddling her like that? Okay.
And then,
Was he bleeding already at that time?
yeah.
Okay. Does she suffer from mental health?
I think since she's had a kid, because they...
That's their kid?
Yeah, and then I just went out there, ran us, called the cops.
The footage follows Morgan's arrest and processing at the police station. She expresses confusion and seeks guidance from her father, who acknowledges her mental health struggles.
Do you know about what's happened this morning? Not too much. My son called me a couple times. I didn't answer, and when I called him back, I think he was probably calling you guys and stuff. But he said she was like sleeping and she had a bad dream, or she said she didn't know where she was and stuff, and she didn't know what was going on. She's been having she's had postpartum depression since she had the baby, and like my wife was a social worker for years and like program director and stuff, and she kept saying like she's having like mental health issues, and I would bounce around it with her, but I didn't want to like accuse her of having like mental problems and stuff, so I never pushed it far enough to like make her go get help. Okay. But as far as today goes, like Ethan said, and I saw her too, it was like it seemed like she wasn't even there. Like she's never like grabbed a weapon and done anything like that before.
Morgan is eventually advised by an attorney. Court documents reveal that Morgan initially faced a more serious charge, but ultimately pleaded guilty to lesser charges. The victim reportedly had a history of abuse by Morgan. Morgan received a prison sentence in November. This is a chilling glimpse into Kaylee Jade's tragic life. CCTV captures the little girl with her mother, Nicola Priest, who appears disinterested moments before Kaylee Jade is fatally assaulted. On August 8th, 2020, Priest takes Kaylee Jade, who unknowingly suffers from past injuries, to a park. Despite the visible signs of abuse, Priest neglects to seek medical attention. Later that evening, Priest's boyfriend, Callum Redfern, arrives at their flat. The next morning, Kaylee Jade is found dead in her bed, the victim of a horrific attack. Experts believe she was repeatedly punched, kicked, or even stomped on. Evidence places both Priest and Redfern at the scene, along with messages revealing prior discussions of harming the child. Both are charged with Kaylee Jade's death and child abuse. This CCTV footage becomes a heartbreaking reminder of Kaylee Jade's final moments. While Redfern is found guilty of manslaughter and faces jail time, Priest receives a similar sentence for manslaughter and willful assault. Tragically, Kaylee Jade's life is cut short at just 3.5 years old. A wild motorcycle chase had deputies in the San Gabriel Valley feeling the heat.
Unsuspecting driver trying to gas up.
Yeah, he just jacked that guy's fuel right there. He just took a squirt or two, and that's about it.
This biker was flying at over 100 miles per hour, weaving through freeways and surface streets like it was a video game. Twice the legal speed limit. Dude wasn't afraid of taking chances. In a surprising move, the motorcycle bandit pulls into a gas station, fills her up, and even steals gas from another driver. Talk about adding insult to injury.
Definitely went into a parking garage right there.
But it didn't take long for Pasadena police to haul out a man believed to be that suspect.
We didn't see where he came from, but it definitely...
The chase continued through Baldwin Park in Pasadena, with the biker making a crazy move by diving into a parking garage near the Paseo Mall. But Pasadena police were on their toes. They swooped in, grabbed the suspect, who they believe is the culprit, and shut down the whole thing. Guess that joyride came to a screeching halt. Horror on the 710 freeway in Long Beach. A fiery crash claimed the lives of 5 people, leaving only one survivor clinging to life. The accident happened early in the morning, just south of the 91 freeway junction. A witness, who wants to stay anonymous, caught the horrific scene on their dashcam. Warning, the video might be disturbing. The footage shows a 2011 Hyundai swerving out of control and slamming head-on to a safety barrier. The car erupted in flames instantly. Investigators now confirm 2 of the victims were 15-year-old teenagers, a boy named George Dobbs and a girl named Araya Sleemaker.
As I was driving, I didn't realize that car was anywhere near me. So when he sped past me, I got really scared and I said, oh dang. Once he passed me, he ended up hitting the divider and he ended up flipping and I saw the fire start.
The driver and 2 other passengers also perished in the crash. The sole survivor, a man, was critically injured and rushed to the hospital.
This time, I don't know the specific location of where everyone was seated, but we do know that, seatbelts may not have been utilized, therefore resulted in parties being ejected from the vehicle, and as well as the fire that occurred right after for those who were still within the vehicle.
CHP is still investigating the cause of the accident, but they believe there were 6 people in the car, possibly all related. The freeway was shut down for hours after the crash, but has since reopened. Our thoughts are with the families of the victims during this tragic time. Plane on fire? No thanks. Imagine settling into your flight, maybe watching a movie, when all of a sudden, flames. This video shows exactly that kind of nightmare scenario.
First there was a clunk. After the clunk, the explosion, and then the plane stopped real fast and we all just started.
The plane is supposed to be taken off, but instead it grinds to a halt and everyone has to scramble to get out before things get even more intense. These passengers definitely weren't expecting their trip to be cut short by a fiery explosion, and honestly, who would? This kind of thing makes you want to hug the ground and stay there. So yeah, I understand why you might be hesitant to fly after seeing this. Maybe a road trip is more your style for your next adventure. You won't believe this cop chase. These officers nab a dude, but this ain't your average arrest.
Man for no reason. He said his name Deshaun, that man's name is not Deshaun. And he asking that man, do we want for? Huh?
This guy Houdini's his way right out of their grip, hopping a short fence like it's nothing. He takes off running, clears another fence in one leap. Dude Scott hops. But that's not all. He busts out a fancy vault over a 3rd fence, then for good measure, throws down a full-on flip over another one. The cops are left standing there with their jaws on the floor, watching this human parkour machine disappear. Talk about a surprise getaway. This guy deserves a gold medal for that performance. 2 people are cruising on their bike, oblivious to the fact that 2 shady characters have been following them for a while, waiting for their moment to strike. Sure enough, as soon as the couple slows down, the goons pull up alongside them, brandishing a weapon. Faced with a weapon, the couple lets the robbers take their bike without a fight. Looks like an easy score for the bad guys, right? But in a surprising twist, the whole thing was a setup. The helpless couple were actually undercover cops, and the guy on the bike was a policeman in disguise. The tables were turned on the robbers, who probably never saw it coming. Looks like the cops outsmarted these clowns. The LA County jails might be run by the sheriff, but behind bars it's a whole different story. The Mexican Mafia, basically a prison gang made up of gang leaders, calls the shots. They operate like a shadow government, smuggling drugs and beating up anyone who disobeys. The crazy part? Their operation is run through family and lawyers. These gang leaders use wives, girlfriends, even lawyers to get lower-ranking members purposely arrested on small charges. Once inside, these guys become drug mules, keeping the whole thing going. The good news? Over 80 people were busted in 2018 and another 13 this year. The bad news? This prison gang is still up and running despite the arrests. Yikes. Looks like it's an ongoing battle to keep these jails safe.
If they are convicted, many of the defendants will face decades in federal prison, and they will be scattered to prisons all over the country, far from their power base here in Southern California. With this morning's operation, we have delivered a significant blow to a cold-blooded prison gang and their associates. The jail's indictment dismantled a criminal enterprise that affected many of the jail's 15,000 plus inmates and the overall security of the facilities.
This dude decided to play Grand Theft Auto in real life, leading the cops on a crazy high-speed chase. He was weaving all over the road like a maniac, speeding, popping wheelies, spitting out, cutting off other drivers. Yikes. When he saw the fuzz closing in, he panicked and tried a crazy U-turn, ditching the road completely and ending up on the sidewalk. But that didn't stop him. He clipped some cops, luckily at low speed, and ditched his bike, launching himself over a fence like a pro gamer. Dude tried to make a break for it through some farm fields, but let's just say his escape plan went up in smoke. Cops in Volusia County, Florida busted a 16-year-old at Atlantic High for packing a weapon at school. Apparently, a TikTok post snitched on him, showing the young one with a weapon. The school resource officer swooped in and found a loaded weapon stashed in the boy's waistband. Turns out, the young one snagged the firearm from a relative.
Are you? Come on. Sir? You know what I want to talk to you about? You don't know? Okay. All right. Do me a favor. Keep your hands out of your pockets for me. Okay. Take your backpack off for me. All right. So somebody reported that they have a photo of you, and in the photo it looks like there's some sort of a weapon sticking out of a pocket, or take your hands out of your pockets. Okay. Do me a favor. Just lift your sweatshirt up. Turn around for me. Turn around again. Lift your sweatshirt up again. What is that? Relax. Okay? Anything else I need to be concerned about?
It's not caught.
Is it?
And there is a mag inside my hood.
What kind of gun is it?
It's a 9mm. To be honest, it's not loaded. It has the mag in it, but it's not caught back.
Alright, don't move.
I almost got jumped 2 days ago, that's why I had it.
Big trouble for the teenager now. He's facing charges for having a weapon on school grounds, stealing the weapon in the first place and trying to be slick by hiding it under his clothes. On top of that, the relative who got robbed is pressing charges too. Not a good day for this young one. Forget safety after dark in some places. It's the Wild West out there. Gangs rule the streets, and the cops can't do anything about it. This video is brutal. Watch as these thugs roll up on a random guy and rob him in broad daylight. Everyone else just acts like nothing's happening, and it gets worse. The gang hits everyone in the store, one by one, taking their wallets with no resistance. The worst part? These clowns walk away scot-free. Nobody fights back. Nobody calls the cops. It's a terrifying situation. This next video from the super creepy high strangeness subreddit is gonna mess you up. This subreddit is basically a magnet for all things weird. Ghosts, UFOs, ancient mysteries, even Bigfoot sightings. The video itself is from a trail cam on a friend's ranch, way out in the boonies. It's October 2018 and night has fallen. The video is only 7 seconds long, but trust me, that's all you need to get freaked. Here's the crazy part. This tall, lanky humanoid figure just strolls right by the camera. It's gone before the video even ends. leaving us with a whole lot of questions. What in the world did that trail cam capture? Alien visitor? Lost monster? Honestly, who knows? But one thing's for sure, you might want to turn on a light after watching this. Armored trucks are supposed to be Fort Knox on wheels, but apparently they're not as secure as advertised. This next video shows an armored truck heist that's smooth as butter. These robbers walk right up to the truck, open the door, and start loading up bags of cash. No alarms, no struggle, nothing. It's like the driver just gave up. They even have time to make multiple trips between the truck and their getaway car. This is crazy. How did they pull this off? Were the guards in on it? Were they hypnotized? We may never know, but one thing's for sure, these robbers are good, maybe a little too good. This ain't your average police chase, folks. These two dudes lead the cops on a wild chase in an SUV, weaving through traffic.
Valley with multiple close calls. That SUV eventually pulling onto a side street. That's where someone got out and was quickly spotted by the airship overhead.
They think they're slick, pulling over on a side street and ditching the ride, but the airship overhead spots the driver and the cops nab him.
Pulling onto that street, and a few moments later, that man is proned out on the pavement being cuffed by officers. But what happened to the pursuit vehicle?
Except there's a problem. Somehow, mysteriously, the SUV itself vanishes from that side street.
Later, that SUV is spotted again and the pursuit is on again. This time, the driver pulls onto the Orange Line busway. That's where he suddenly stops and
A few minutes later, though, the cops catch up with the missing SUV and the chase is back on. The second driver gets desperate. He throws the car in park on a bus lane and jumps ship on foot. He hurls himself over a guardrail and dives for the LA River, hoping to disappear in the concrete maze.
Running through the concrete channel, and then he runs right into a side channel, and that takes him underground.
The police airship shines a light on the river, revealing the dude sprinting through the channel. He makes a sharp turn into a side passage, taking him underground and out of sight. The cops arrive on the scene again, quick as ever, but for some reason, they don't follow him into that dark tunnel. This chase leaves more questions than answers. Who were these guys? How they vanished the car? And what secrets lie hidden in those dark LA River channels? This is one police chase that will leave you scratching your head. Talk about a news story turning into a live robbery. This reporter was all set to go live when two dudes rolled up with a weapon, demanding his phone and stuff right on camera. The reporter's clearly confused at first, but then realizes it's not a joke. Faced with a weapon, he does the smart thing and hands over his belongings. Not much he could do in that situation except explain what's happening and try to figure out what to do next. Definitely not the way he planned to start his broadcast. This motorcycle chase was straight out of an action movie. The rider took off, leading cops in a high-speed chase through the city. Talk about desperate.
23rd and Meridian, riding down the railroad tracks, extremely dangerous, of course, in an effort to elude police. You'll see momentarily when he comes to the intersection here.
This dude even tried out running them on train tracks. Crazy, right? But it all came crashing down. Literally, he lost control, took a nasty spill, but somehow managed to bounce back up like nothing happened.
Yeah, he took a pretty hard fall right there, but bounced right up to his feet. He runs over to a culvert there, as you can see. He runs on.
Still determined to escape, he bolted for cover under a bridge. You could practically feel the adrenaline pumping. He was darting back and forth like a scared rabbit, but it was no use. The cops rolled up, slapped the cuffs on him, and that was that. Busted. Cops in Montgomery County, Maryland are on the lookout for two guys who tried to break into an apartment building and some bike lockers on Wednesday, February 7, 2024. The attempted break-in happened around 9:14 p.m., but detectives managed to snag some security footage. As seen on the footage, suspect number 1 was hiding his face, wearing a dark jacket over a hoodie, light-colored pants, and carrying a backpack. Suspect number 2 was sporting a light-colored hoodie, light-colored pants, and also had a backpack. Now, the cops are hoping the public can help identify these suspects from the footage. Picture this, a baby shower buzzing with excitement, parents-to-be beaming, guests all smiles, waiting for the big reveal, boy or girl. Then a small plane streaks overhead, ready to pop the question with a burst of colored smoke. Pink smoke billows out, painting the sky with joy, but then horror strikes. One of the plane's wings goes rogue. The whole thing starts to shudder and it crashes. The video captures the pure joy turning into a nightmare in seconds. One moment, everyone celebrating. The next, a plane plummeting from the sky. Tragically, the pilot lost his life in this shocking accident. This gender reveal party, meant to be a moment of pure happiness, turned into a devastating event. It's a stark reminder that even with the best inventions, things can take a tragic turn. During the Victoria Convoy rally, things took a turn for the worse. In the middle of the loud crowd and all the fired-up energy, a man later identified as homeless started acting super aggressive. People who saw it all said the man seemed to be getting angrier and angrier, which obviously scared the folks around him. In the end, after a short scuffle, the police were able to detain the man and take him away from the rally. They put him in the back of a police car and made sure he got taken to a place where they could help him out and figure out what was going on. This YouTuber had the ultimate nightmare elevator experience. They were wrapping up a long night shift, just trying to get out of there, when suddenly the elevator starts acting wonky. We're talking loud clanging noises, like the whole thing's about to erupt. You can barely hear themselves think over the racket. The worst part? This rickety elevator decided to freak out at the end of their shift. Can you imagine clocking out, ready to go home, and then getting stuck in a metal box that sounds like it's about to fall apart? Thankfully, he made it out safe, but this is a scary reminder of the importance of proper elevator maintenance. Nobody deserves to end a long shift like that. Let's hope they got a repair person out there ASAP before things got even more terrifying. A New York dude got busted thanks to his own Instagram brag. This guy thought it was a good idea to film himself leading cops on a crazy dirt bike chase through the jammed streets of Hollywood, then post it online. The video shows him weaving through traffic, laughing like a maniac while trying to outrun the fuzz. Talk about dumb luck. Hollywood cops stumbled upon the video, basically giving them a front row seat to his escape attempt. Turns out, this whole chase was happening during a big bike event in the city, where people ride to raise awareness for something. Well, this guy definitely raised awareness of his own stupidity. This ain't your typical New Year's Eve fireworks display. Believe it or not, that crazy explosion you see in the video? Yeah, that's a barge full of fireworks going up in flames at Terrigal Beach in Australia. Apparently, things went south real quick, leaving 2 poor guys injured and thousands of people scrambling to get out of there. Yikes. The video going around shows the fireworks erupting way out of control, freaking out everyone nearby. Some folks might have thought it was part of the show at first, crazy lights and loud bangs. Luckily, the injured dudes got whisked away to the hospital, hopefully with nothing too serious. Let's just say this is a good reminder to keep a safe distance from the fireworks, even the planned ones. This interview on the streets wasn't what anyone expected. A woman was trying to talk to a homeless man, but things got heated fast. Another homeless man jumped in, basically saying the interviewee had no clue what it's really like to be homeless.
Why is he? I don't know about homeless, Jeff. You want to know about homeless? We're homeless. Yeah. You just got out here.
They started yelling at each other, voices getting louder and angrier by the second.
You want to talk big? Come here. Come here, dude. I'm going to see you open the top. Get away from the cop. Come on home.
Then it went way downhill. The new guy spat on the interviewee and started calling him names. Furious and totally disrespected, the interviewee pulled out a knife and chased after the other guy, looking like he meant to hurt him. This situation went from 0 to 60 real quick, and it's a reminder that things can get out of control fast on the streets. On May 6, 2024, cops were called out to a store in response to a report of a guy acting weird and refusing to leave. Upon arrival, officers saw a man who refused to leave. Officers approached the man and told him that he can stay there, since he was already told to leave before, but the man refused and insisted on staying.
Hey, will somebody help me, man? You gotta go. You know what's going on. You think you got right?
Well, you can't be here.
I can be. I own. I'm
no, you don't. You don't.
Yeah, I do.
You don't.
I own the county, dude.
You don't.
You still don't get it. You're not the police.
I am the police.
A what? A what order?
Huh?
What order?
This badge.
Oh, man, you gotta go. I'm going back.
No, you gotta go.
No, I ain't leaving.
You do.
That's what's up. You don't believe that either.
You can go over. You can't be here. You cannot be here.
Look, I live here.
You cannot be here.
Until I get my property.
You cannot. It's a vacant property.
Please stop threatening.
It's a vacant
Why
property.
Is
I'm not threatening you. It's a vacant property.
That's not. This
it's
is
a vacant
not Akron, Ohio, fool.
This is not Akron, Ohio. So
they
where you at?
You 14 hours away from the state of Ohio.
Where you at?
The officer tried to identify the man, but the man wouldn't budge.
What is it?
What's your first name?
You figure it out for yourself. What's your name?
Huh? My name's Officer Hudson, right here. What's your first name?
I don't have one. What's your?
So you don't want to identify yourself?
I may not say it with somebody.
He just doesn't comply, and the officer will bust him for not showing some ID.
Stand up.
I'm not saying no shit, dude.
Stand up.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down and drink my pop. My soda.
Stand up.
The man continued to keep yapping back with the officer. Officers tried to be cool about it for a while with the man, but they already had enough. They slapped the cuffs on him and frisked him.
Why you won't
get up?
I ain't did nothing, dude. I just told the boy to get up. Don't
get up.
Tase me?
Get up.
Hey, you know, y'all, man. Y'all
get up, or you're gonna get tased.
Man,
get up. Come on, man. Get up.
Man. You gonna take guard my body. They always guard me. You know goddamn well I own this shit.
Let's go.
Hey, man, this dude, man, you know what, y'all. They was over at the motel. The same shit. The same.
Give me your hand.
You ain't got to be taking off my pocket.
The man started acting tough towards the officers.
Let you pop it. Come on. You gonna kill me because I did
I got one. You good? Yep.
Man, hell no. No, you motherfucking fool. Oh, my problem, man. The whole goddamn county, my top family. And then what they robbed me of, the name is nothing about Billy Bite and cigarettes. Get my cigarettes in my bag, man.
He was put into the cop car and was hauled to the station for booking. The dude was later identified as Nathaniel Williams and was slapped with an obstruction charge. This story involved some seriously forgetful parents and some quick-thinking cops in Florida. Body cam footage released by the Volusia County Sheriff's Department shows deputies stumbling upon a scene straight out of a nightmare. Two parents zonked out asleep on the beach, with their young ones nowhere in sight. The officer wakes them up, and let's just say they're more surprised to see cops than a missing beach umbrella.
What's up, guys? Sheriff's Office. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Hey, guys. Yep, time to wake up, guys. Hey! The sheriff's office! Wake up! Need to sit up! Come on, get up! Wake up! Welcome back! Sit up! Why? Can't have alcohol on the beach. You got ID? Do you have ID?
Give him your ID or different one. Give him my ID or different yours.
You guys have children with you?
Give him my ID or give him yours.
Are they with you?
Turns out, these folks have 2 young ones, and they somehow thought it was a good idea to take a snooze while their little ones wandered off.
Hey, where are your kids? Right there.
One here and then one here.
Where's your ID? I don't have mine.
I don't know.
So give him your ID. That's what he wants, your ID. Are they right here? What's in here?
Hey, where are they? Where are
Go get the kids. I got this. I'll do it.
No.
You go.
Here, I'll go with him. Tell me where your kids are.
Guy's name?
The dad even tries calling out for the young ones, but it's clear they haven't exactly been the picture of parental vigilance. Thankfully, the story doesn't end in tragedy. The cops found the young ones safely splashing around in a nearby hotel pool. Needless to say, these sleepyheads earned themselves 2 counts of child neglect, a rude awakening they won't soon forget. RCMP got into a heart-pounding chase with a crazy motorcyclist who tore through the streets of Surrey and right into the middle of Guildford town center.
Surrey Tank 9, failed to stop. Air 1, you got him?
This biker was flying westbound on 108th and 140th, splitting traffic like it was a game of Frogger on fast forward. It was wild. Cops were hot on its tail, trying to shut down this dangerous joyride. But this dude wasn't giving up easy. He took a crazy turn and zoomed right up to the upper level parking lot of the mall. Security cameras caught the whole thing, the biker weaving in and out, way too close to people strolling through the shops. It was an adrenaline rush for everyone involved. Cops trying to box him in, biker dodging left and right. Talk about a scene straight out of an action movie. This is nightmare material. Back in March 2020, 3 thugs broke into a house in San Pedro. The homeowner saw everything on security footage and raced to lock the front door, but it was a close call. By the time she got there, the thieves were already busting in. Those few seconds must have felt like an eternity. Let's hope the police caught these creeps. It's a real gut-wrenching story. Over a dozen dogs were found in a pickup truck in terrible shape. According to Animal Control, cops were called to a shopping center parking lot in Grand Rapids, Michigan because people were worried about the dogs. They talked to the woman who owned the truck and the dogs. The video from the cop's body camera shows their conversation.
These guys got a place to get out and go to the bathroom and everything?
Yeah. I don't see any of them wearing any licensing tags. Are they licensed? Yeah. They don't have any access to water at this time. They don't appear to be well exercised just based on them being trapped in a vehicle all day.
The animals looked really sick, so the cops took them away and checked out the truck. They even took pictures of the inside.
Oh my God, she cleaned this today, she said. Oh yeah. Oh my God, this is so gross.
The woman was arrested and said she wasn't guilty of not taking care of the 10 or more dogs. The dogs are now at the county animal shelter and are ready for adoption. This guy was just minding his own business, going about his day, when all of a sudden, his world was turned upside down. He saw something that absolutely terrified him. Flooded elevators are a serious hazard, and they can be deadly. The risk of electric shock is incredibly high, and getting trapped inside a flooded elevator is a nightmare scenario. Even worse, the elevator itself could malfunction completely, leaving you stranded and at the mercy of the rising waters. Using that elevator was a terrible decision, and it could have had tragic consequences. This video was shared on the subreddit SlapTam, and it is super creepy. It's got this weird, unsettling sound coming from the sewer. The sewer company even came out to check it out, but they're just as baffled as we are. No one knows what it is. The sound is seriously spooky. Some people think it might be a rabid animal feasting on a bunch of roaches that probably live down there, but honestly, no one's really sure. It's a real mystery. This surveillance video from November 23, 2019 captures the terrifying moment, the Hyderabad accident. You can see a car speeding along a flyover, completely losing control and then plunging down onto the road below. Miraculously, the driver was able to climb out of the wreckage and walk to an ambulance. It's a shocking reminder of the dangers of reckless driving. On August 23rd, things went from bad to worse at a high school football game. A grown man was causing a major disturbance, freaking people out and ruining the game. The cops were called in to handle the situation, but this guy was a real pain. He was totally uncooperative, ignoring the cops and acting like he's above the law.
Hey man, well, I can smell some alcohol coming from you, bud. Have you been drinking? Sir? Hey,
Some Pettis
sir.
On the run. Gain of 5 on the play. 3rd down.
Sir, did you drive here? Did you drive here? No, did you drive here? You drive here? Okay. Well, I can smell alcohol coming from you, man. Okay, so there's a problem there. Alright, and we had some complaints about you making some gestures towards people. So...
Pass tipped by Sergio Robles.
But
we're just trying to make sure you're not driving.
Fourth down.
He's driving.
Yours? We just don't want you to hurt nobody. Or yourself. That's what we're just asking.
You have someone that can come pick you up?
I'm just trying to see my daughter. My daughter.
Your daughter?
A bunch of teenagers who had been the target of his harassment came forward and told the cops what had happened. The guy had been trying to touch them, making them feel uncomfortable and unsafe.
He was touching us and stuff.
Jet Whitmire
He
on the
was trying
return.
to touch me first. He hovered over and told me to come with him and stuff.
It'll be first down Bulldogs at the 42-yard line.
Where did he touch you at?
He almost touched me.
He almost
I went away. He was like hovering over her. Okay, so first I noticed him staring at her. She was looking at her both, and I saw him staring at her. And I looked at him, I was like, what the heck? And then we just like started to sat down. And then like, say like 5 minutes later, he went, looked at us, looked at me, and went like, he like should have been down because he went over her, and he was like, come here. Like Loomis, I was like, bro, go away. He's like, alright, come here. I was like, bro, and I got up and left. And then with her, he didn't say anything to me.
You got an ID on you, man? Yeah, I know, but do you have an ID on you? Because we're investigating something that's claims. Sir, I'm gonna have to ID you, man. So you got something ID on you?
The cops tried to get the guy's ID to identify him, but he refused and tried to make a run for it.
Okay, look, you're gonna have to provide me with your ID. You're not in trouble at this moment, but
I'm not in trouble.
You're not. Look,
it's crazy over here.
Look,
it's cool.
No, don't get close to me, man. Look, hey, sir, hey, you're not free to leave. No, you're not free to go. Look, you're gonna get detained. Relax, bro. Relax.
Detained for what?
You're being detained for an investigation.
Investigation for what?
We got an investigation.
They had to detain him because they needed to investigate the situation further and make sure everyone was safe. The guy didn't take being detained well. He started getting aggressive with the cops.
Dude, quit fighting.
I'm not fighting. Shoot it. I'm not.
Upstairs.
I'm not. What are you talking about, man?
I know. Bring us back the water.
What are you talking about?
Hey, bro. Relax.
I'm relaxed. What the f are you talking about, bro? Shoot it.
Relax, bro. I'm gonna double lock and so you don't.
Bro, I'm not doing shit, dog. I'm kidding. Bro, what the f are you guys doing, bro?
We're on the north side right here by.
What the f is going on, dog?
You tell me, man. So, he's strong.
Wow, I got my 13-year-old daughter, bro.
Who is she here
I got
with?
my daughter, bro. Here, bro.
Okay, who is she here with? With
Bro,
just you?
Yeah,
What's
bro.
her name? What's her name? So we can try to find her, man, for you. What's her name? Do you know what? Do you remember what she was wearing?
Bro, she's 13 years old, dog.
Okay, I'm trying to help you, man, to see what
You ain't trying to help me, dog.
I'm gonna try to locate her for you.
For what? What you gonna do, bro?
So
Let
we
me
can
go,
get-
bro.
so
What the you got me, bro?
So we can get
What you got me, bro? For what? What you got me?
So right now we're doing battery where you struck somebody.
Who did I struck, bro?
Resisting.
Resisting what, bro?
The officers were giving you verbal commands to stop or come here or something like that, and you refused to obey their commands. And they saw you hit that.
He was taken into custody and is now facing serious charges for assault and resisting arrest. It's a good thing the cops are there to stop him before he could hurt anyone else. Check out this crazy surveillance video from November 17th. You'll see 3 guys hanging around outside a house looking pretty suspicious. Then out of nowhere, 2 of them start kicking the front door with all their might. The homeowner heard the loud bang and rushed to see what was going on, but the guys had already bolted. Can you believe it?
Oi!
This is a really tragic accident. A 35-year-old cleaner at a Shanghai mall had to have his leg amputated after a horrific escalator accident. The man's leg got caught in the escalator. And emergency responders rushed to the scene to help him. He was immediately taken to the hospital, but unfortunately, doctors had to amputate his leg. It's a heartbreaking situation. This terrifying video captures a group of 4 students engaged in a casual conversation inside an old, decrepit elevator. At first glance, the scene seems ordinary, almost mundane. However, the tranquility is shattered in an instant. The student hailing from Kota, India was simply leaning against the elevator wall when disaster struck. Without warning, the wall crumbled, sending the student plummeting to the ground. Despite immediate medical attention, the student tragically passed away. This heart-wrenching incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of safety, even in seemingly innocuous situations. A crazy incident happened at Jorge Chavez International Airport in Lima, Peru. A 28-year-old Korean guy was caught trying to smuggle hundreds of creepy crawlies out of the country. Border agents noticed something odd about his stomach. It was really bulging. When they checked, they were shocked to find over 300 tarantulas, some as big as a human hand, strapped to his body. He also had 110 centipedes and 9 bullet ants hidden on him. Talk about a creepy cargo. Authorities arrested the guy and he's now facing serious charges. This dude is seriously ignorant. He thought it'd be hilarious to block a train track just for a stupid TikTok video. Can you believe it? Well, he got what he deserved. 3 whole years in prison. He was just sitting there, acting all cool and calm, like it was no big deal. It's unbelievable how clueless some people can be. Hopefully he'll use his time in jail to think about his actions and learn a valuable lesson. This kind of behavior is not only dangerous but also incredibly selfish. It disrupts public transportation, endangers the lives of others, and wastes valuable resources. It's a prime example of how a moment of stupidity can have serious consequences. Let's hope this incident serves as a warning to others and discourage people from engaging in such reckless and irresponsible behavior. Russians. They're a different breed, that's for sure. This guy from Kamchatka is living proof. He's chilling with a massive brown bear, feeding it snacks like it's his pet dog. It's crazy. Now let's be real, a bear is a wild animal. No matter how calm it seems, it could turn aggressive in an instant. This particular bear is starting to get impatient, demanding more treats. The man's reaction to the bear's growing agitation is pretty intense, but he somehow manages to stay calm. It's incredible to witness their close encounter. It's a dangerous situation, and it highlights the importance of respecting wildlife and maintaining a safe distance. While this video might seem exciting, it's crucial to remember that wild animals should be observed from afar. A wild police chase unfolded in Sydney's southwest. It all started when a guy stole a dirt bike from a seller he met earlier that day. The thief took the bike for a test ride but never came back. Cops spotted the stolen bike being ridden recklessly through the suburbs. They tried to stop the rider, but he wouldn't slow down. The situation escalated, with police officers drawing their weapons on the guy, fearing for their safety.
Roll. And then he stopped it.
After a 4-hour chase across 3 suburbs, the thief finally ran out of gas. He ditched the bike and took off on foot, with police dogs hot on his trail.
5 minutes later, 2-3 car police coming here.
The dogs couldn't catch him, but luckily the bike's owner was able to recover his stolen property. The thief, a man in his 20s, is still on the loose. Police are determined to catch him and put an end to his reckless behavior. This guy in Chicago had one of the worst days of his life. He was live streaming when someone shot at his car, forcing him to crash. The incident took place in a dangerous neighborhood, leaving him feeling terrified and helpless.
My whole head hit the dashboard. Like it hit the window. And ain't nobody. People be.
As he sat in his damaged car, he pleaded for help on his live stream. Unfortunately, no one came to his aid.
Easy this. Yeah. You see how easy this.
The situation took a terrifying turn when a gang approached him, beating him up and stealing his gold chain. The man, visibly shaken and traumatized, continued to broadcast his ordeal, desperately seeking assistance.
Hey, blood, y'all. Bro, this man just.
Fortunately, law enforcement arrived at the scene before any further harm could be inflicted. The timely intervention of the police prevented a potentially catastrophic outcome. This harrowing incident highlights the dangers of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's a stark reminder of the importance of staying aware of one's surroundings and taking necessary precautions to ensure personal safety. Check out these weird photos someone caught on their trail camera. They're pretty spooky. No one's quite sure what it is. Some people on Reddit think it might be a walk of shame, but who knows? What do you think it is?
Toss me out. Dude. I have this right here. All right. Yeah.
Last October 26th, things got a little hairy down in Palm Coast. A poor pup was spotted struggling in a canal, looking pretty scared. A local tried to be a hero and save the day with a kayak, but the little guy was just too scared and slippery. Luckily, Deputy Alex Wolf was on the scene. He hopped in the kayak, paddled out to the frightened pup, and then jumped right in to pull the soggy good boy to safety. Talk about a real-life hero.
You got your phone?
Me?
Yeah.
No. Hey, can you go to the passenger seat and grab
Not
my
yet.
phone?
He's got it. I got my camera on, but.
My hero.
Hi. You got it? Yeah, he's fine.
I'm getting stuck. I gotta stop biting this.
Come on, bud.
Yeah. Give me that leash.
Finally, yeah. Oh, this is like...
There you go. Yeah, it's got collar.
2 collars.
Training collar and... Good puppy.
I put my foot down, I was like, and there's stuff around there.
There you go.
Yeah, we're already wet anyway.
Come here. Sit.
I got him.
Sit. Sit down. Ooh,
I think you know which house it came from.
you think?
Because I was on my porch and I heard a splash, and suddenly I saw the dog swimming.
Doesn't matter, bro.
It's on this block here. I don't know the number. I'm on Whittington, and the house is like diagonal for me.
Oh, you're so tired. Oh, he's got one of the smart things, like.
He's got a training collar, yeah.
Yeah.
The grateful dog was later reunited with its overjoyed owner. It just goes to show, even on a normal day, you never know when a furry friend might need a helping paw. This is a tragic story that highlights the devastating consequences of violence and the impact of mental health issues. On July 30, 2010, 3 friends, Leslie Todd Parvin, Edgar Lopez, and Pablo Gutierrez Guzman, were enjoying a casual afternoon together in Richland County, South Carolina. However, a seemingly ordinary gathering took a horrifying turn when a heated argument erupted between the 3 men. The situation escalated rapidly, and Parvin, in a fit of rage, pulled out a weapon and fatally shot both Lopez and Guzman. Following the horrific crime, Parvin fled to Louisiana in a desperate attempt to evade the authorities. To conceal his identity, he shaved his head and destroyed both the murder weapon and his vehicle. Despite his efforts to evade capture, law enforcement agencies were hot on his trail. A crucial breakthrough came when a witness provided a partial license plate number of Parvin's vehicle. Using Google Street View, detectives were able to identify and locate the vehicle parked outside Parvin's residence. With overwhelming evidence against him, Parvin was eventually apprehended and charged with 2 counts of murder. He was subsequently sentenced to 35 years in prison. It was later revealed that Parvin had served 20 years in the military and had been diagnosed with PTSD in 2007. His father suggested that the stress and trauma of his military service may have contributed to his violent outburst. This tragic incident underscores the importance of addressing mental health issues, particularly among veterans. It's a heartbreaking reminder that the invisible wounds of war can have devastating consequences. While Parvin may face the legal repercussions of his actions, the lives of 2 innocent individuals were tragically lost. So let's talk about this trio: 18-year-old Avery McInnes, 19-year-old David Stacy, and 20-year-old Michaela Moneypenny. On the 4th of July, these folks caught the attention of New Smyrna Beach cops who thought they might be underage drinking.
How old are you? You what?
I don't know anything to say.
You don't want to tell me your name, date of birth, and your age?
When the cops rolled up, things got a bit chaotic. The guy, David, was scuffed first, and the girls, Avery and Michaela, started getting mouthy and seemed pretty drunk already.
You want to play that game with me too? You get 1 chance to tell me your real name and your date of birth.
2003.
Back up.
2003, August 11th. Imagine getting somebody in
Just back up, please. Back up. You're not just sitting there.
Are we just sitting here? Look at all these people back here.
August 11th.
Okay, cool. So you're not 21.
What did I say? What did I say?
You guys need to get some lives with some families,
Said you were 21.
bro.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoops.
I'm.
One more word.
What's your name?
How old are you?
It doesn't matter.
Well, you appear intoxicated to me. Come over here. Come over here.
I'll fucking walk you a straight line, brother.
Okay. Sit down. Sit down.
It doesn't fucking matter. Get the off.
Okay. Come sit down.
Get off me.
Michaela even tried to make a run for it, but the cops weren't having it.
Sit down. Stay there.
Please fucking video this. Please. Am I doing something wrong?
Yes, you are. Calm
Here.
down.
What am I doing? Read it to me.
Well, now you're
Tell me.
resisting.
Resisting what? Standing here? Is that actually for real?
Relax.
I'm relaxed.
I don't know why you're acting like that.
It's all good. I'm relaxed.
Well, you are now, but you were just trying to fight with the cops.
I know. I'm just trying to figure
Why
out
would
why
you-
I'm getting detained for standing.
What's that? No, you're getting detained for obstructing. We'll explain that to you. But you were given a lawful order, you refused to comply. We told you to stop, you said no. All right, you still refusing to give me your name and date of birth?
David Stacy.
I'm sorry?
David Stacy.
David?
Stacy.
Are you mad?
What's that?
Are you mad because you don't
I don't
have
get
a family?
mad. Because I don't have a family? That's really? That's how you act? Is that how your mom taught you to act?
No, I respect the police. I
Then
respect.
why are you acting like that?
I don't know.
You're asking about my family?
I'm just standing
I think
here,
you're just
and then
really
you
intoxicated. I think you're really intoxicated. Like that's you're making bad choices right now. So calm down. I'm not treating you with disrespect.
That's fair. Okay, fine. If you say so.
More officers showed up to keep things under control, and they found some open booze bottles with the group.
Any credit card or anything like that with your name on it?
I have an ID.
Here with you now. Do you have any credit card or anything? So how are you buying stuff on the beach? You don't have a credit card?
Look, let me interrupt her. As you guys try to be more and more vague and quiet, you're making it worse for yourself, all right? You are required to identify yourself, which you've given me. Listen, let me finish talking, all right? If we cannot ID you, then we have to take you, book you, and fingerprint you. You have no choice but to go fully into custody. We're trying to work through that. That's why she's asking, do you have an ID? Do you have a credit card? Something to identify you. Now you might magically have it on you.
No, I'm telling you, I can check.
Okay.
Because I don't remember if I had on me genuinely on my mom's life. Might be in here. Yeah.
I'll take that. Yeah, let me know. You think this is like my first time dealing with people drinking underage?
It's my
Like very first time that we've got fake names and IDs?
Sorry, brother, it's okay. They don't have families and shit on the 4th of July. Like, I don't know what to tell them. Their wives are out and cheating on them and shit.
Wow, there you go again, being belligerent. You feel good about that? You feel good about that? I promise you, you can't make me mad.
Your wife might be out and cheating on you.
Okay, does that make you feel better?
No, it doesn't.
Being belligerent when you're intoxicated?
I think that's sad if your wife cheats.
I think it's sad that you feel like you have to talk that way to people.
Does that affect me that you
I
throw me
can't-
around the beach and my mom's going to get me out of this? My mom and dad.
No, it doesn't affect me. It's not going to get you out of handcuffs right now.
Because you're not going to get no commission for it, buddy.
That's true. We definitely do not work on commission.
Yeah, no.
In the end, Michaela was charged with being disorderly and resisting arrest. Avery was caught with booze and a fake ID, and David got a ticket for underage drinking. Not exactly the 4th of July they were hoping for, huh? On May 5th, a couple of women were causing a major scene at the airport. They were cursing at the airline staff and being total jerks. So much so that the airline had to boot them off the flight. The cops were called in to deal with the situation. When they arrived, the women were still being difficult and refusing to leave the gate area. The officer tried to be patient, but they just wouldn't listen.
Okay, you understand you're not flying, right? You. She didn't say me. Okay, yeah, she's telling me right now. These two what? She's removing you from the flight. How you remove me from the flight when she was on the phone? I asked her name because she was on the phone. She jumped over here. My conversation was on the phone. She jumped over here. Wait, hold on. But you're like jumping up all up. No, I'm not jumping up. I'm gonna tell you something, Chuck. She probably take you off too if you jump into her. But nobody was talking to her. How we off the plane? But she already said they're not flying yet, so no matter what you say, but don't be the third, because she'll remove. No, it ain't no third, because there ain't no way I'm not getting on this flight and my child is airport. So who do I need to talk to? Ain't no way I'm not getting on this flight and my child is airport. Because all I told her that she was talking on the phone. Run the camera, baby. Like I said, I was over on my phone. She jumped over here and I told her.
On the phone, so that doesn't make sense.
Okay, the
dog.
dog.
Can't fly because she's talking on the phone to somebody else. When nobody talking to her.
Exactly. Y'all can run the cameras back. Okay, it doesn't matter.
I want to talk to her.
Already said it's not okay. Are you supervisor?
There
There you go. To supervisor.
Somebody over her because I never say anything to her.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now.
If I never say anything to her, I never say anything to her, so I can be put off for saying something to her. I never said. Okay, and I said nothing to her. I said nothing to her. I was over here in my phone with my earpiece on. She jumped over here. I said, I'm on my phone.
You probably can get rescheduled.
Nobody was just
The child is already on the plane with my mom.
Okay.
She's gonna take
Yeah, she still talking to me and I never said anything to her. Go get another supervisor because that's not okay. Go get another supervisor.
She made her decision.
No, I need another
That's
supervisor.
not okay,
That's not okay though.
Guys,
If I told you,
that's
not okay because you said we was on the phone. All I told her is she on the phone.
Guys, you're gonna end up getting arrested for trespassing. Okay?
I didn't anything. What did I say?
She even warned them they could end up in jail if they didn't cooperate. Things got even crazier when more cops showed up.
Okay, I'm gonna let you act up and everything like that, but you're gonna end up going to jail.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So it's up to you. Turn around and let's walk.
Okay, let me just stand right here for a second. Cause it's crazy. I swear.
No, we're not standing. We're not standing here for a second.
It's crazy.
Sweetie, let's go. And I'm trying to be as nice as I can be.
If anyone is with these people who are not going,
we ready to go?
B31 to 60, that should be on this side.
She's going. I'm gonna give her like 20, like too many. Come on. Give your friend your bag. Come on.
Charlie, what the fuck make no sense? I heard her whole wheelchair.
Go ahead, keep going. Keep going.
That don't make no damn sense. That don't make no sense. Y'all finna make me get out the plane for what though? Y'all didn't even explain to why I can't ride.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Because she said something to her.
Yeah,
she
but
never
that's
said
something with
to
customer
me.
service. Once I tell you gotta go, you gotta
But
go.
she never
and
said
that's
nothing
it.
to me. So that's why I'm not understanding.
told you. I told you plenty of times over there that you're not flying and
I
let's go to
understand
the
that, but you
counter.
never said why.
So why are we still here?
Because you never said why. Why nobody say why?
Disturbance and she said you're not flying.
But nobody said
But we
why.
keep
She
going
never
around
said
in
it to
circles.
me.
Let's go.
Exactly. Find out why because I never said nothing to her.
Come on, y'all gotta lead the way. We don't know where we're going.
That's the exit right there. Start walking in that direction. VIP service right now.
No, thank you.
Stupid as this shit is stupid as because somebody say that somebody can't talk to you. That shit is stupid as shit is stupid as
Keep going. Keep going.
This shit is stupid.
Go left. Left.
Frantically. Keep going.
This shit is stupid as I gotta get on the motherfucker.
Come on.
One of the women completely lost it and started freaking out. The cops had to handcuff her to calm her down.
Hold on.
Stop snatching me! Why? Why are you snatching me?
Turn around.
You can't come.
I didn't even stop.
Let it go. No, back up.
In the end, she was arrested for trespassing and taken to jail. It was a pretty wild incident and a good reminder to keep your cool at the airport, no matter what. A terrifying incident unfolded in a Brooklyn subway station, sending shockwaves through the city.
Where's the NYPD? Oh my god! Close the door! Close the door! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Shots rang out, causing panic among the passengers. People dropped to the ground, fearing for their lives, as the sound of gunfire echoed through the station. The chaotic scene was captured in video that quickly went viral, showing terrified passengers huddled together, pleading for help.
No, it's not.
The video highlights the fear and confusion that gripped the station as the shooter unleashed chaos. Sadly, the incident resulted in the tragic loss of life. A man was fatally shot during the attack. The motive behind the shooting remains unclear, and authorities are actively investigating the incident to determine the circumstances that led to this horrific event. Alex, a popular TikToker known for his stunning nature videos, was filming in the remote mountains of Patagonia when he stumbled upon a truly unsettling sight.
Esto sería el canal que lleva. Uy, un Doberman.
As he captured the breathtaking scenery, a strange figure hanging from a tree caught his attention. The eerie image captured on camera has sparked widespread curiosity and speculation. The mysterious figure suspended from a branch has left viewers baffled. Some have suggested that it could be a simple scarecrow or a doll placed there as a prank. However, others have entertained more sinister theories, speculating that it might be the work of a disturbed individual or a symbol of a dark ritual. Regardless of the true explanation, the video has undeniably created a sense of unease and intrigue. The incident has sparked discussions about the power of social media to amplify strange and unexplained occurrences, captivating the attention of millions of viewers worldwide. On June 8, 2022, cops were on patrol when they spotted a woman walking right down the middle of the road, like she owned the place. They pulled over to see what's up, but the woman completely flipped out. She was yelling and screaming and wouldn't listen to a thing the officers were saying.
Being disorderly, Jessica.
Why am I being disorderly? Maybe because I call you guys and ask you for help times, and you guys didn't help me.
Over there. Here.
Get the
in handcuffs.
Get the thrill. Back up. I'm not in the mood. I've been followed. I had a real bad day, and it was your guys' fault.
You're walking in the middle of traffic.
Because they've been following me all day.
How about you take a breath so I can help you?
You're not gonna help me.
You know that you're yelling at me.
Ew. They have been following me all. The people that have been breaking into my house, the people that stole my. You guys think I'm getting enough?
I don't. I'm just talking to you right now. Okay.
I want my kids back. I want my kids to have everything.
Real quick, do you need an ambulance or anything? Take a deep breath.
Why do I have warrants? Are you arresting me?
No, I'm asking for an ambulance. I'll take you to jail for the warrants. Why are you giving me ambulance?
Do I have warrants?
I have no idea. I just walked up to talk to you.
I've been following you guys for days. I don't care. I'm walking in the middle of the road because I want them to either or do something already. Do it or leave me the alone.
Really have one unit.
Leave me alone already. They either need to do something about it or leave me alone. I can't even go in my house.
Why are you yelling at me, Jessica?
Because you guys suck.
Come here. You're not free to leave now.
I don't give a.
Don't make me chase you.
Don't do it.
Stop.
Please don't do it. That's what they want. They want to go and you're gonna do it. I asked you for help for days. I've been asking you for help.
Stop. Put that down.
There's nothing in it.
Turn around. Put your hands on your back. Turn around and put your hands on.
Why am I under arrest?
Because I told you.
Please don't. Please wait.
Stop. Why are you kicking me? Stop. You're not going to kick me. Hold on.
The woman was so aggressive and disrespectful, she even kicked one of the officers. The cops had no choice but to arrest her and take her to jail.
Put it on your back. Don't kick me. This is, give you a fair warning.
I called you guys. I begged you guys to listen to me.
Why did you kick me? Why did you hit me?
But even then, she was still causing trouble. They had to tie her feet together to keep her from hurting anyone.
If I swing at you, I would have swinged at you.
Jessica, stop.
You're a punk for lying. At least be a man and tell the truth.
Okay.
I'm a lot of things, but at least I don't make shit up like that.
Stop.
You're a punk ass. Tell the truth.
Jessica.
I swear to God, if you guys pick me up, I'm gonna piss all over you. Get away from me! Just leave me alone!
I got this thing.
After all that, they finally got her to the hospital to check her out. Even there, she was still a pain.
I was sitting down and I was being good, like a good little girl. And then you started talking shit, saying I was being aggressive, and I'm not. I'm still not. I'm just standing up, and I'm way far away from you.
Well, no.
So please, can I have some water and a pad?
When you have a seat, yes, you can.
I'm literally covered in
not going-
period blood. So give me a pad.
Have a seat.
So
Everybody here wants to help you.
No, you're
the one who's
not.
acting
You're
like
being
this.
rude as
Okay, have a seat.
Okay.
No, you're discharged.
No, I'm not.
You are, actually.
Okay.
All right, well, we're going now.
You're discharged. So if you want to continue sitting that
I want some water, please.
Well, you're discharged.
Good to go?
Yeah, we'll treat you real. We'll do some medicine.
Oh, real patient? I got him. Just know that.
Jessica, do you want any more water, or are you done?
She talks to me like a nothing.
Jessica.
She's nothing. She's a whack ass.
Jessica.
You can get the out of this room.
Stop.
Get the out of here, you dumbass. Back up. Get the out of here. Get the out of here, you stupid ass.
Sit down.
You're lucky. I will fucking wreck you, you dumbass. Get the away from me.
Go ahead and put that out roller. Oh, they're discharged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, paper.
You better hope I don't ever see you again, because I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. You dumbass. I asked for a pad and some water.
The woman was finally brought to jail. It was a wild ride for the officers, that's for sure.
Let go of his leg.
So the guy who just got tossed like a rag doll is named Sean, and the one who did the tossing? That's Joshua Hammond. This wild incident went down on a Saturday, June 22nd at a wrestling tournament in Concord, North Carolina. It's been blowing up online lately, and now we're hearing from the ref himself. Sean says the whole thing started when his son got poked in the eye during the match, but Sean didn't actually see it happen. The dad, Joshua, got all worked up and took it out on the ref. It turned out there wasn't any eye poke. Still, the ref had called for injury time.
I wasn't even supposed to be there that day, but I got a call. They needed one more guy, and I was there. You can see he gets frustrated about that. And if your kid gets poked in the eye and the ref misses it, you have a right to be upset. As you stand in the corner of the mat, you have a right to be upset. But if you look at the video, there's no eye poke. But I called for injury time, and his mom and dad were right there tending to him, and I walked to the table and told him start the injury time.
The next round, the dad totally lost it. The ref signaled to stop the players, but the dad was not really happy about it. He just approached the ref and tossed him across the court. Luckily, the ref was okay. After that, the dad and his family were asked to leave.
I'm walking in and said, let go of the leg.
Let go of his leg.
And on the video, you can hear in the back, and the dad is already charging the mat. And I walked over and I said, when I blow the whistle, you need to stop. And I said it about that loud. And that's when I get launched from the side, back, whatever. So I certainly wasn't expecting it. That hasn't happened to me before. When I got up, like a couple of people have asked, well, what were you thinking? And what I was thinking was really nothing. I stood up and I saw Sean coming over, who's the ref who comes running in. He was there in a split second and got in front of the dad.
The ref then contacted the sheriff to report the incident, and the guy was arrested. Crazy, right? Talk about a nightmare vacation. A UK couple, Stelian and Manuela Johnson, went on a trip to Lanzarote, Spain, but their holiday turned into a horror show. Their hotel was infested with bedbugs.
This is where we have been sleeping. That's amazing. This is my husband. Okay, and this is how we end up the holidays. We've just entered the room now. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Nothing has been changed. Nothing has been done into the room. Everything in the same position, including the bed bugs, as you can see. Just for everyone's information, yeah. So, bags not being steamed. Nothing's been done in the room. So this is what it is.
They came back home covered in bites, and the worst part is, those pesky bugs hitched a ride in their luggage. Now Manuela can't sleep without worrying about those blood-sucking critters. She's demanding a refund from Jet2, the travel agency, and wants them to make things right. In 2018, a disturbing video emerged online depicting a horrific scene of extrajudicial killings in Cameroon. The footage showed uniformed soldiers leading a group of women and children to a desolate location where they were brutally executed. The Cameroonian government initially denied any involvement in the incident, attributing the video to a terrorist group. However, the BBC's investigative team was not convinced by the government's claims. Using advanced digital forensics techniques, including Google Maps and satellite imagery, they meticulously analyzed the video to pinpoint the exact location where the killings took place. By studying the terrain, vegetation, and other visual cues, the BBC's investigators determined that the incident occurred in a remote area of Cameroon. Furthermore, the BBC's analysis of the weapons used by soldiers revealed that they were Serbian-made Zastava M21 rifles, a type of weapon employed by the Cameroonian military. This crucial piece of evidence contradicted the government's assertion that the video was fabricated by a terrorist group. Faced with overwhelming evidence, the Cameroonian government was forced to acknowledge its involvement in the tragic incident. Several soldiers were arrested and charged with murder. In a subsequent trial, some of the perpetrators were convicted and sentenced to lengthy prison terms. This case underscores the power of investigative journalism and the role of technology in uncovering the truth. By utilizing digital tools and forensic techniques, journalists can expose human rights abuses and hold those responsible accountable. Imagine being on a plane when suddenly one of the engines catches fire. That's exactly what happened to some unlucky passengers flying from Texas to Mexico. A passenger captured the terrifying moment on video, and you can see the flames roaring from the engine. It's a scary sight, and it's a miracle that the plane was able to land safely. The Gilgo Beach serial killer case is one of the most chilling and perplexing true crime stories of recent times. Between 2010 and 2011, the bodies of 11 individuals, primarily escorts, were discovered along the Long Island shoreline. This horrific discovery baffled law enforcement and captivated the public's attention for years. In 2023, a significant breakthrough occurred when authorities arrested Rex Uerman, a 60-year-old architect. Through meticulous investigation and advanced forensic techniques, investigators linked Uerman to the gruesome murders. DNA evidence, cell phone records, and other digital footprints connected him to the crime scenes. Further investigation revealed a disturbing pattern of behavior. Uerman had meticulously planned and executed his crimes, as evidenced by a detailed document found on his computer. The document outlined his methods, targets, and the steps involved in his horrific acts. Additionally, a Google Street View image captured Uerman engaging in a conversation with an unidentified woman near his office. This image has sparked speculation and raised questions about the potential existence of additional victims. Uerman's arrest has sent shockwaves through the community. His seemingly ordinary life as a family man and successful professional concealed a dark and twisted secret. As the legal proceedings unfold, the full extent of his crimes and the motivations behind them may be revealed. A young 14-year-old boy from the Netherlands was left shaken after a terrifying robbery. While riding his bike in the town of Groningen, he was accosted by two young men who forcefully took his phone and 165 euros in cash. The incident occurred in September 2008, and despite initial investigations, the police were unable to identify the culprits. Months later, in March 2009, a stroke of luck led to a significant breakthrough in the case. The victim, while browsing Google Street View, stumbled upon a shocking discovery. The Street View imagery captured the exact moment of the robbery, showing the two assailants approaching him from behind. Although the faces of the individuals were blurred, the victim recognized distinctive features that matched the description of his attackers. Armed with this crucial evidence, the victim contacted the police. The authorities, recognizing the potential of the Street View images, requested unblurred versions from Google. By analyzing the high-resolution images, the police were able to identify one of the suspects as a known criminal. The other suspect was identified as the twin brother of the first. With the identities of the suspects confirmed, the Dutch police initiated a manhunt and successfully apprehended both individuals. However, specific details regarding their subsequent legal proceedings, including charges and sentencing, remain unclear. It is also unknown whether the victim was able to recover his stolen belongings. This is next level crazy. A guy decided to take his dirt bike for a spin right through Lehman High School. Students had to scramble out of the way as he zoomed down the hallway. Can you believe it? What was he thinking? Two massive Airbus A380s flown by Qantas and Emirates, soaring through the sky over Sydney. They were so close, it's almost unbelievable. The video of them flying side by side is absolutely mind-blowing. It's a heart-stopping moment, and you can't help but wonder how close they really were. Thankfully, both planes landed safely, but it's a reminder of just how precise air traffic control is. So this all started with a pretty normal traffic stop. A cop pulls over a military couple for not having their headlights on. Things take a weird turn when the cops asked him to step out of the car and bring in a canine to sniff around.
No, this one's up to date. Yeah. I just need your insurance. You alright, man?
Yes, sir.
You're like real nervous. See the heavy breathing, you're shaking, you got blood on your nose, you got blood on your hand.
Oh, that's not blood, dude. That's a cupcake we just got.
What's that?
Oh,
We just ate cupcakes.
that's cupcake frosting.
Oh, okay, because you got it on your nose too.
Yeah, we did.
Alright, you good though? You seem really nervous. Alright. Alright, give me 1 minute, don't get out the vehicle, okay? Pull him over for no lights. He's got blood on his hand, blood on his nose. He's nervous about something. I don't know what it is.
Fight?
I asked him that, he said no, it just ate a cupcake.
I've never heard a cupcake fighting back.
Yeah, but just the way he's acting, that's why I called you out. Like I said, no eye contact. All right.
The passenger seemed a bit nervous, and the couple eventually admitted they had some illegal stuff in the car.
Can you open your door and step out for me? All right, and just head over there to the sidewalk. It's the sidewalk right here.
So, my car has been out, and I was driving my boyfriend for a while, and he had automatic headlights, so I had to get reused to my manual headlights. I have to pull them out, and I guess I forgot to pull them out. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. I'm just gonna give you a warning. Everything's good with your license, okay? He's gonna run the canine around your car real quick, and then if everything's good, then we'll let you go, okay?
Thank you so much.
Do you have anything illegal in the car that I need to know about?
I just have my mother's app, which I also have.
Okay.
And I used
It's
to,
prescribed to your mother?
yes, but I also have some prescribed to me.
Okay.
I used to work at a smoke shop, and I have a tray, and I don't know, I just went on a road trip and just got back in my car, so I don't remember everything that's in there.
Gotcha. Okay. Hang tight for 1 second. So where in the car is prescribed to your mom?
I think it's...
As the cops dig deeper, the woman starts to get emotional when they read her rights. She agrees to talk, but you can see the realization dawning on her face. Yikes.
Yes.
Okay. Have you asked any law enforcement officer to speak to an attorney? No? Okay. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me now?
Can I get it 1 second?
I'm sorry?
Can I get 1 second?
Yeah, go ahead. So I just need you to answer that last question. I can ask you again if you want. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me now?
Speak to you about what?
I just gotta ask you some questions. Like I said, it's up to you if you want to speak to me or not.
So is it either speak to you or speak to a lawyer?
I can read the rights to you again if you'd like. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
I'm sorry. I know, but
Okay.
no.
So why would it be in between his door and the seat?
Because we were cleaning out my car for garbage, and that was underneath my seat.
Pretty.
And it got thrown up.
It's a pretty weird spot to be. It's like honestly, it was on the verge of tilting out the vehicle. It was like recently moved there is what it looked like. So you're saying it's. So the weed is yours. Okay. The prescription medication is the medication your mom gave you.
Yes.
Okay. So you're claiming that as yours. So you're taking the responsibility for the medical marijuana, or not the medical marijuana, I'm sorry, for the marijuana and the medication. Because you also told me it was next to your center console and it was nowhere near the center console. So that either says you're lying to me about it, or he moved it when I walked up.
You're good.
In an attempt to hide it.
No, it might have rolled across the floorboard. I don't know where you
That means it would have to
found
roll across. I told you where it was. It was in between the door and his seat. So that means if it rolled across, it would roll across his lap and then fall. So that means
Can I call?
he has no sense of direction or what's going on.
Can I call my mother?
That's not going to do anything. You already admitted to taking the medication and your mother giving it to you.
The guy gets questioned too, and after a bit of back and forth, both of them ended up in handcuffs. The guy is charged with drug possession, and the woman's charged with having drug paraphernalia and prescription drugs that weren't hers. This whole situation is a major bummer. It's a good reminder that taking someone else's prescription meds is never a good idea. Kim Wall was a brilliant and adventurous journalist who traveled the globe, exploring diverse cultures and uncovering important stories. In 2017, while working on a story in Copenhagen, she met Peter Madsen, a self-taught engineer with a penchant for ambitious projects. Madsen had gained notoriety for building his own submarine, the UC-3 Nautilus. Intrigued by Madsen's unique endeavors, Wall agreed to join him on a submarine excursion. On August 10, 2017, the pair set sail into the waters off the coast of Copenhagen. However, Wall never returned from the trip. Her disappearance sparked a widespread search and investigation. As the days turned into weeks, the mystery deepened. Madsen's account of the incident was inconsistent and suspicious. He initially claimed that Wall had accidentally died on the submarine. However, evidence emerged that contradicted his story. Investigators discovered that Wall's body had been dismembered and discarded at sea. Madsen was arrested and charged with murder. During the trial, it was revealed that he had a history of disturbing behavior and a fascination with death. The court found him guilty and sentenced him to life imprisonment. The details of the crime remain chilling and disturbing, highlighting the dangers that can lurk beneath the surface of seemingly ordinary individuals. Kim Wall's tragic death serves as a stark reminder of the risks faced by journalists, particularly those who investigate controversial or dangerous subjects. Her legacy continues to inspire and motivate others to pursue truth and justice, even in the face of adversity. This dashcam footage captured a shocking vehicle collision that occurred in Moscow on a rainy March day in 2023. The video shows a seemingly ordinary moment, with the driver calmly navigating a left turn. However, the situation takes a dramatic turn when another car, seemingly out of control, emerges from the left side of the screen and collides with the unsuspecting vehicle. The impact of the collision was severe, causing significant damage to both cars. The force of the crash pushed the vehicle off course, leaving them mangled and inoperable. Fortunately, no serious injuries were reported, but the incident serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of distracted driving and the importance of road safety. A little girl full of innocence and joy is simply playing with her umbrella. It was a peaceful moment until a terrifying sight appeared. A pack of aggressive dogs, their eyes filled with menace, started closing in on her. Fear gripped her heart as she realized the danger she was in. She bravely tried to scare them off, waving her umbrella and screaming at the top of her lungs. It was a tense moment, a battle between a tiny child and a pack of ferocious animals. Thankfully, the dogs, perhaps startled by her courage or simply not inclined to attack, backed off. The little girl, shaken but unharmed, escaped the terrifying ordeal. It was a close call. A group of people were enjoying a relaxed evening at a bar, accompanied by a friendly canine companion. The atmosphere was light and carefree, with laughter and conversation filling the air. However, the idyllic scene took a dramatic turn when a sudden surge of smoke engulfed the entire bar. The unexpected incident sent shockwaves through the crowd, prompting a panicked evacuation. People rushed towards the exit, their faces etched with fear and confusion. The video footage captures the chaotic moment, with people scrambling to escape the smoke-filled premises. Fortunately, no serious injuries were reported. The cause of the sudden smoke outbreak remains unclear. It's possible that a malfunctioning appliance or a careless act may have triggered the incident. On July 24, 2024, cops got a call about a family fight. When they showed up, the mom said her daughter was acting crazy and aggressive. She even had a video of what went down.
I'll talk to you. Give me a second.
You'll have your chance to talk. Oh my gosh, Jerica. Stop. Yeah, this is like an ongoing occurrence. She has been issued her 3-day eviction. Renting, and the landlord had already issued her a letter saying if there was one more incident of her drinking and whatnot, that she would be evicted, because she's not a tenant, she's just a visitee with me. So I already met with an attorney. We're working on everything. She ripped up the 3-day notice. It's all over the floor.
Okay.
I was trying to give her a chance. She won't stop drinking. When she drinks, this is how she gets. This is the second time she's gotten this aggressive, where she's coming at me physically and verbally threatening me. So I have they told me to get it on video if I could the next time it happened. I tried, but my phone, it's like, see, it's not opening. Okay. I don't know if she's on something, because normally she doesn't act this crazy unless she's mixing alcohol and or fentanyl or whatever, the drug of her choices. She ran her boyfriend away. She was starting to get aggressive with him, didn't want him to get in trouble, so I went ahead and told him to go.
And whenever she's in your face, is there any previous history of physical altercation?
Yeah, the last time it happened, she came at me to hit me, and I had to sideswipe her feet, and she went flying.
Oh, and that's when officers came out and they said self-defense.
I called them, and then she did it, because she did it again 2 times in a row. She did the same thing, and I didn't hit her. I just wanted to get her away from me, so it was just a matter of side sweeping her.
Okay.
And
Doing that, Jerica. Stop. No, it's not. I don't pour the liquor down your throat. No, it's your fault. I have tried to divorce you. I have tried to get you help. You need help. Stop drinking my daughter.
And when she kicks her leg, how's that make you feel? Did you feel like you were gonna possibly get hit, or?
Yeah, I'm pretty quick though. I can move away, but still.
While the cops were watching the video, they talked to the daughter to get her side of the story.
Put your hands back out for me now, straight out.
Words or
for photos. So palms face down. Let me see your... You're good. You go ahead and curl your fingers up for me. Where did you guys start?
You see that patch?
Okay.
It's happened before.
Where did you guys start your argument and fight?
Inside.
Where inside?
By here.
Okay. Hang out here for me, Jackie.
I promised to make her like a sandwich.
Okay.
And I did because she was working outside.
Okay. Hang out here for me, Jackie. Let me talk with my partner real quick.
So I have a PC for some assault. She has her own video footage. So she kicked at mom while mom was recording. I guess the whole argument was about because she's possibly code 18, code 16. Boyfriend was here earlier. His name's like a Tyler, unknown last name. I guess they've just been dating for a month, so she doesn't really know him. But I guess she was supposed to pick her up from her job because she had the vehicle.
Jericho was supposed to pick mom?
Yeah. I guess Tyler was over. He ended up picking up mom because she was too drunk. So he picked her up. She pulls up. She comes running outside. Screaming and yelling. She just gets on top of the car, yelling. She finally gets out, and then there's another video where they're inside. She's yelling at mom about like previous history, like trauma, where mom spanked her. She went this way, but her mom spanked her, and she was upset. And then she starts she spit. But it was kind of away from mom.
That's because you're talking about...
We're talking about the whole story, about what you told me, about
Yeah,
what
you guys
he told
don't know
you.
anything. It's been like multiple situations.
Things got emotional when the daughter realized she was going to jail. The mom didn't want her daughter to get in trouble, but the state was going to press charges.
Oh, God.
Want to try?
I'm going to jail.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So right now you are being placed under arrest for assault against a household member.
But who?
Your mom doesn't get to choose to press charges. This is something that the state does.
I didn't do anything.
The daughter was arrested and taken to jail. Once there, she started freaking out when they told her to wear the jail slippers. She was being a real pain, refusing to cooperate.
But I'm gonna have to get through this, and then I'm gonna fight the case, and then... Right. I didn't do anything wrong, you guys. So please don't let me get treated like shit there. Please. I'm literally little, you guys.
Yeah,
well, then help me. Like, find him. Don't be like that. Do it yourself. Take a friend extras too. What? I don't want them all. Why be rude to me? Take a friend extras too. You were rude to me the last time.
Eventually, they got her to calm down and put on the slippers. She was officially charged with assaulting a family member.
Aww.
This is a crazy video. A driver forgot to put the handbrake on, and his car started sliding down a snowy road. The driver was completely shocked and didn't know what to do at first. A helpful bystander tried to stop the car, but it was too slippery. Luckily, the car eventually came to a stop, and the driver was able to regain control. It's a good reminder to always set your parking brake, especially in icy conditions. A curious explorer stumbled upon a hidden secret nestled deep within a forest. The discovery of a mysterious sealed trap door embedded in the ground sparked intrigue and ignited a desire to uncover its secrets. Intrigued by the enigmatic find, the explorer returned to the site several months later, armed with the tools to pry open the concealed entrance. Behind the trapdoor lay a small, dimly lit room filled with rusted pipes and remnants of the past.
Concrete construction. Actually, I managed to get it open with a crowbar. It took me just 10 seconds. It was just stuck, whatever, some rust, I don't know. But it's open, and what a bummer. Are you ready for this? I have to say I'm really, really disappointed. Look at that. It's just a freaking bunch of pipes and valves and more pipes going everywhere. But what the hell? Why is this like in this sort of room here?
While initially disappointed by the modest size of the initial chamber, the explorer's curiosity led him to delve deeper. Beneath a layer of dirt and debris, a hidden extension of the bunker was revealed.
Of human activity. This is built, and we can go a bit further in before we can put on the... My God, this is a hall. Look at this. This sort of went through here and all the way in there, and that is another entrance, and there's probably 3 meters of height.
The explorer ventured into this concealed space, discovering a network of tunnels and small rooms. The interior of the bunker was marked by signs of decay and neglect, with rust and moisture staining the surfaces. Despite extensive exploration, the purpose of this underground labyrinth remained shrouded in mystery. The bunker's history, its builders, and its intended use are all unknown. The discovery has ignited speculation and fueled theories, but the true nature of this hidden world continues to baffle and intrigue. A series of eerie videos have surfaced online claiming to capture evidence of a ghostly presence. The footage shows a door slowly creaking open, seemingly on its own accord. The mysterious occurrences have sparked intense debate and speculation, with viewers questioning the authenticity of the recordings. Some skeptics believe that the videos may be the result of elaborate hoaxes, suggesting that the door could be manipulated using hidden strings or other mechanical devices. Others, however, are convinced that the footage provides compelling evidence of paranormal activity. The mysterious case has captivated the attention of ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts alike. As the debate continues, the question remains: is it a genuine encounter with the supernatural, or is it simply a clever illusion? On September 13th, 2024, cops were called to a fancy neighborhood where a drunk dude had crashed his car into a light pole. When the officer talked to him, it was clear he was wasted. The crash was so bad the airbags went off.
Let me go take a look at your car, okay? Just hang tight for me, okay?
No, absolutely.
So did you guys observe what happened? No.
We just saw him into the pole, so we looked over and said, "Oh my God, that guy rammed into the," and he was like really hunched over, so we said, "We better
the
stop."
airbags were deployed, and you see the smoke still coming out of them. So
Yeah.
we had to pull over. We got, and then my daughter and I got out, and we called 911.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I literally have one here and a shot of.
What did you have? What was it? A shot of what? Was it vodka, tequila?
It was a fire.
Fire?
This is crazy.
You can't stand up straight, you know?
Well, I can stand up straight. What do you mean? I'm leaning on the car because I'm tired. This is ridiculous.
Alright, so are you willing to do the field sobriety test?
Yes!
You are?
What do you mean? I never said no.
No, like,
yeah, I'm ready to do it.
Well, you asked me if it was like, if I was going to throw you under the bus.
No,
so
yeah,
I'm
because
trying to
this is
explain
obviously where it's going. I know where it's going, and I don't give a shit. And I'm not going to be respectful if you guys know where this is going, and you're going to.
I have to give you the opportunity to do the roadside. So you don't want to do them?
Nope.
Okay.
The officer tried to give him a sobriety test, but the guy refused, so the cops arrested him. That's when things got ugly.
Really?
Yep.
I will do it. Oh my God.
Oh no. You said no already.
Wait.
No, it's beyond that point now.
Stop tensing up.
Wait, whoa. Wait.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
The guy started fighting with the officers, resisting arrest, and even threatening them.
The fuck down! Turn around! Turn around!
Roll over!
have traffic. 10:30 traffic. I have more than 51.
Yeah! This is crazy. Move over.
Turn the fuck around, man. Why the fuck? You just have more charges on you.
Roll over.
What?
Roll over.
Roll the fuck over.
Roll over.
For what?
I'm telling you to down. Roll the fuck over.
Okay. Roll over.
You guys, this is crazy. Like, roll the fuck over.
Good luck. Oh, you're gonna try to beat me up now? I'm fucking.
Stand by back. Grab his arm. Grab this one. Find it back. Find it back.
Put it behind your arm. Put it behind your back.
Hell. Can I stand up?
Nope.
Put your hand behind
Oh
your
my god. I will help you guys.
We'll get you up. Well, now we don't trust you. You've been fucking around this whole time.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Put your hand behind.
You full of shit. I ain't done shit. If you don't, you're fucking done. This is crazy. I ain't done shit to you guys. What the fuck? Like, what the absolute fuck? I would've, oh my god, I would've went with you, fucking nut ass.
He was eventually taken to jail and charged with a bunch of serious crimes: DUI with property damage, resisting arrest, battery on an officer, and threatening an officer. A mysterious figure captured on drone footage from Salt Fork Park in Ohio has sparked widespread speculation and debate. The video shows a large shadowy figure lurking in the dense undergrowth. Some viewers believe that the figure could be the legendary Bigfoot, while others attribute it to a trick of the light or a hoax. The footage, which has been widely shared and analyzed, has ignited a passionate discussion among cryptozoologists and skeptics alike. While some dismiss the sighting as a misinterpretation of natural elements, others argue that the figure's size and unusual behavior suggest a more extraordinary explanation. Despite numerous theories and analysis, the true identity of the figure remains a mystery. The video continues to fascinate and intrigue, fueling the enduring legend of Bigfoot and the endless search for proof of its existence. MYUU, a rising hip-hop artist known for his tracks like Attention and Thrill, has been gaining popularity in platforms like YouTube and Spotify. His unique style blends contemporary hip-hop with personal storytelling, resonating with a growing audience. However, a recent incident has shed light on a less flattering side of the young rapper's personality.
I'm on probation. Go ahead, homie. Look at this. How unprofessional he is. He messed up my tattoo. Look how unprofessional he is.
After receiving a new tattoo, MYUU expressed dissatisfaction with the artist's work, taking to social media to mock and criticize the tattoo. His arrogant and dismissive behavior sparked controversy and drew criticism from fans and industry professionals alike. While MYUU's online persona often involves bravado and self-promotion, his actions in this instance reveal the lack of empathy and respect for others.
Tattoo. He's talking about shrooms. Bro, get out. Talking about shrooms. Get out, you guys. See that? Hey, you guys see that? Get out. Hey, did you guys see that?
Despite the negative attention, MYUU has demonstrated a more thoughtful side to his personality. In other situations, he has shown restraint and avoided escalating conflicts, suggesting that his online persona may be a carefully crafted image.
Record it. You see that? 150 people recording. That's fine. You see what I'm saying? How am I supposed to get out if he's got a lock?
Regardless of his intentions, MYUU's behavior in this particular incident has tarnished his reputation and raised questions about his character. It remains to be seen how this controversy will impact his future career and public perception. A bold daylight robbery caught on camera. A man looking pretty suspicious stood outside a house, signed for a UPS package that wasn't even his, and casually strolled away. Turns out that the package contained a pricey MacBook. The whole thing was caught on security cameras.
So the driver also told me that the same person stopped him like 2 streets before and asked him for the package, and the driver told like you have to be like at your home to get the package. But still, I'm pretty baffled that he handed over the package on the street. And I also had an special instruction that said that it needs to be handed over in the porch.
The guy in the white shirt didn't even wait for the package to be dropped off. He met the UPS driver on the street and swiped the MacBook right out of their hands. The UPS driver said the thief showed a fake ID with the victim's name and address. The homeowner, Sylvain Ievu, thought the guy was just picking up his own package, not realizing the laptop was meant for him. The thief quickly hopped in his car and vanished.
Does he live here?
No, I don't know who he is.
Did you have something being delivered?
Yes.
What was the name on it?
The Irvine Police Department is investigating the incident and advising people to take precautions like installing security cameras, using package tracking apps, and picking up expensive items in person. Apple is working with UPS to investigate the incident and will be sending Sylvain a replacement laptop.
Package thefts happen all the time. It's just a way of life at this point because we're all buying so much online. But as Black Friday sales are coming and other holiday events are coming, we're going to have a lot more packages being delivered. So we really need the public to be vigilant and make sure they're watching their packages.
Let's hope they catch the sneaky thief before he strikes again. Imagine a peaceful neighborhood, a typical day when suddenly a horrifying scene unfolds. A garbage truck, a common sight on the streets, bursts into flames. The driver, oblivious to the impending danger, continues his route, collecting garbage as usual. Then the unthinkable happens. Smoke billows from the truck, followed by a terrifying explosion as gasoline leaks and ignites. The flames engulf the vehicle, a terrifying sight that sends shivers down the spine. The garbage collector, startled and shaken, quickly jumps out of the truck, escaping the inferno. Thankfully, he seems to have escaped serious injury. It's a harrowing reminder of the dangers that lurk, even in the most ordinary of tasks. A crazy chase went down in Paw Paw, Michigan on November 20th. Cops spotted a wanted guy, 60-year-old Jeffrey Henry, driving a red pickup truck.
How we doing, Jeff?
How you doing?
Good.
You can't stop me right now.
Why is that?
Because I'm turning myself in before 2 o'clock. I gotta go to Walmart and gas station and take this truck back home, and I'm being brought back to town.
Okay, roll the window down for me.
When they tried to pull him over, he refused to get out of the car and threatened to damage their vehicle. Henry even tried to drive away, but a deputy punctured one of his tires to stop him.
Jeff, hop out of the vehicle. Who are you trying to call? Okay, and I'll make a phone call.
You can do it right now before I take off.
Okay, well, hop out the truck then. Who are you trying to call?
I'm calling, right now I'm calling Kurt the bondsman, because he always talks to the captain. I'm turning myself in before 2 o'clock.
Jeff, if you leave, you're going to be committing a flee and elude. Okay, well, I still need you to get out of the vehicle, okay? Jeff, you're going to catch another charge, buddy. You're going to end up going to prison if you end up doing something stupid.
I'm going to prison anyway. That's why I'm turning myself in. You've been good to me, man.
I know, and I'm trying to be polite and trying to help you. But put the car in park.
1304.
The chase continued at a slow speed through the town, with Henry trying to get back to his house.
Turning on the 39. Turning north on the 39.
Finally, the sheriff was able to block Henry's path, bringing the chase to an end.
Northbound 39th Street, 60 miles an hour, no traffic, 1311. following stop. Copy, following stop, 1312. Following stop.
Hands up!
Copy, following stop, 1312.
What don't you understand? Keep them there! My phone, I keep you at 2 o'clock. Why are you not doing this?
Get out. Open it. Open it. I'll smash it. Open.
I'm gonna.
Open it now.
I am. Don't grab me. I'm already hurt.
Hop on out. Step out.
I'll get out.
Henry, who was already out on bail for other charges, was arrested and is now in jail facing new charges for fleeing and eluding the police. In 2002, an Italian businessman attempted to sell his luxurious villa in the exclusive coastal town of Porto Rotondo. However, the sale price of 280,000 euros seemed suspiciously low, raising red flags for the Italian tax authorities. Intrigued by the discrepancy, the finance police launched an investigation. They turned to an unlikely tool to aid their inquiry: Google Earth. By meticulously examining satellite imagery of the area, investigators were able to identify the villa in question. The distinctive shape of the swimming pool proved to be a crucial clue in pinpointing the property. Upon further investigation, it became clear that the declared value of the villa was far below its actual market value. The property, situated in one of Italy's most affluent regions, was worth significantly more, likely in the millions of euros. This discrepancy indicated that the businessman had engaged in tax evasion, intentionally underreporting the value of his asset to avoid paying substantial taxes. The finance police delved deeper into the businessman's financial records and discovered a significant amount of undeclared income. Millions of euros had been deposited into his bank accounts over several years, evading detection by tax authorities. While the exact legal consequences faced by the businessman are unclear, it is highly probable that he faced severe penalties, including fines, asset seizure, and potential imprisonment. A police officer pulled over a car with a cracked windshield and some window tint issues. The driver explained that she had bought the car with a tint already on it, and the crack happened during her drive. She mentioned that her mechanic couldn't fix it. There was a dog in the back, a limping one, and the driver explained that she accidentally stepped on her dog. She was also asked for insurance and registration, but she didn't have any ID on her.
Okay, alright.
So my mechanic can't fix it. I took it in yesterday for oil change and all that crap. These are...
Okay, you got a dog in the back?
Yeah, my little Keyshawn.
Oh, nice.
Limpy.
She's wimpy?
She's limpy.
Oh, limpy.
I accidentally stepped on her. I'm dropping them off and taking her to the vet.
Okay.
But, he told me to have it like this. I don't know, something like that.
Okay, yeah. Do you have insurance registration with you for the vehicle? Do you happen to have an ID with you, sir?
You have an ID on you?
You don't? No? Alright.
I said man.
Why am I getting pulled over?
I told you the tint, the cracked windshield, then you shortcut through the parking lot. I know that's a weird right turn only intersection. There's signs, you make a right at the intersection, and there's some signs, they loop you around the other hotel.
I didn't know.
You're not from here, so I wouldn't expect you to know that, but you gotta obey the sign.
The officer noticed the driver had made a strange right turn, violating traffic signs, and she explained that she wasn't from the area. She also mentioned her address in Monroe Falls. After some back and forth, she gave the officer her name and some personal information. As she spoke with the officer, she shared that she had moved to Nevada because her son had been in trouble. She sent him back with his dad for a while to teach him a lesson, and she was now picking him up to take him back to Stowe. She also talked about a mountain trip she had taken and how her car needed a tune-up. She said she was staying in Nevada for a few days and mentioned having a dog that needed a photo shoot, explaining how important it was that the dog was okay.
And so, like, it was a hell of a trip, let me tell you.
Hang on right here, I got my ticket, my warning's on the other side. You can just stay right there.
One of your officers was telling me yesterday that my insurance should cover that. Because he said...
A lot of times they will. It depends on your level of coverage.
It's progressive.
Yep.
Oh,
Is your son in the car?
Yeah.
Which one's your son?
My son's in the middle.
Oh, in the middle in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's his best friend from Nevada. I brought him with me to kind of help. You know what I mean? Help with the drive and then help get him back out there and keep us from arguing and just like kind of mediate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's nice.
Because he's struggling with some things and I'm just trying to get him away from here.
As the officer asked more questions, she said she didn't know there was anything illegal in the car but agreed to let the police search.
So
I didn't know
they
that.
brought the weed in the car?
No, he was smoking before we left. I won't let them smoke in my room. He did smoke. He smoked in the car.
Okay.
I didn't know until I came out and smelled it and I was like, you guys, like you can't do that.
Yeah. Anything inside the vehicle I need to be concerned about that would be illegal in the car. Any firearms?
Not that I know of.
Any kind of computer equipment for like skimmers, scanners, anything like ripping off credit cards, anything like that?
There better not be.
Okay. Part of what we do on the roadways is make sure there's nothing illegal going from point A to point B.
If there's some shit going
within
on
the
like
state,
that,
without a state, anything like that. Okay.
No.
So no firearms, no electronics.
I came to get my kid.
Okay.
No,
Would you mind if I searched your vehicle to make sure there's nothing illegal in there?
Yeah, I don't.
You don't mind?
I mean,
I can search it.
I have nothing to hide.
Okay, all right, thanks, I appreciate it.
The officer then discovered the driver's son, who was 20, had weed on him, which is illegal for anyone under 21. They also found pills that looked like fentanyl. The driver's son admitted the pills were fentanyl, which is a serious concern due to its dangerous nature.
Yeah. Just some weed. How old are you, man?
I'm 20.
You're 20? Okay. You gotta be 21 to have it, all right? So not the end of the world. I appreciate you being honest, though, okay? I'm not looking to jam you up over a little bit of personal use, okay? We can search them.
In Ohio, to have weed on you, you have to be 21 years old, okay? You only. What else you got in there?
That's mine.
Cuff them.
Yeah. I got it. All right, what do you have in your bag?
I don't have nothing, sir.
Dude, I don't believe that.
I feel it. Feels like pills are like a big
little
of crap.
The whole time. Just tell me.
That's my boss.
Yeah, we're gonna find it. All you gotta do is tell me. I know there's something in it. So,
all right, step back from the car.
The officer, while concerned, told the driver's son that it wasn't a small deal but not the end of the world. The son was arrested for possessing fentanyl pills and was warned that any further illegal substances would result in more charges.
Do you have anything else on you? I'm gonna have you kick your shoes off before you get in here, okay? Are these fentanyl? Just straight up, are they pressed fentanyl?
Yes, sir.
They are? Okay, thanks, man. I just don't want to get that stuff, you know. It doesn't hold up like regular pills do. I don't want to have somebody get a bunch of powder on them.
Is there more in the vehicle?
No, sir.
Is there more on you?
No, sir. That's.
You didn't seem too confident on that. So here's what's going to happen, okay? I'll be honest with you. Thank you for being honest with me as much as you've been, okay? I get it. You don't want to get in trouble with this, all right? You're not, you know, El Chapo with this, okay? It's not a small deal, but it's not the end of the world, okay? If you have something else on you, you're going to go to jail. All right, I'm just being upfront. Right now, you are going to jail, okay, for the possession of these. Do you have probable cause to search everybody in the vehicle, okay? Well, he's an adult, so, and you're not his mom, right?
No.
The police continued to search the vehicle and discovered more hidden drugs. The driver denied any knowledge of the drugs, and the situation started to seem more suspicious. The officer found a gun in the car, which led to more charges for the driver's passenger.
That's a gun.
Yep.
Baby girl.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Eventually, police found even more hidden drugs and money in the vehicle, confirming that this wasn't just a small-time operation. The driver was charged with drug trafficking and child endangerment, while the passenger faced drug trafficking and possession of a stolen firearm. The passenger's bail was set at $1 million. The operation turned out to be much more involved than anyone initially realized, with over $50,000 in value tied to the seized items. A crazy incident happened in Marion County, Florida on October 26th. Cops were called to a scene where they found a 41-year-old man named James Brady acting strange. He admitted to doing drugs and even threatened to steal cars.
I got nothing, sir. All we got was a phone call saying you were at a cemetery, which wasn't the case.
Would you call in dispatch or have one more cop come out, please?
Dispatch called me here. What is it you need?
I don't trust anybody anymore.
Okay, well, you called us, so you must need us for something.
I've had bad experiences.
You're good, sir. So what is it going on? What is it you called us out here for?
Well, I'll tell this. No, I don't know. What did dispatch say?
They told us that you called, said people were after you, you were in the trees, and then a second call came in, you said you were at the cemetery. That's all we've been told.
And are you guys here to like protect and serve my best interests?
I'm here because you called. I'm not sure what it is we can do for you. That's what we're trying to figure out. Okay. Well, if all you've done is use drugs prior to us being here, and you're not in possession of any drugs, there's nothing we can do about your probation. I can't violate you for having consumed something prior to my arrival. What is it you need of us right now? Sounds like from what we got from this gentleman, this isn't where you live.
I'm thinking about moving in. Psychiatric help. Who would you recommend?
Well, it's up to you. Do you want to go? Do you want us to drive you somewhere? Because we can take you to the closest facility if you want to go.
Who would you take me to?
What's that?
Who will you take me to?
From here, the closest place would be the Vines. You ever been there?
No.
Is that something you're interested in? Do you want to go to the facility? Are you thinking about injuring yourself, hurting yourself in any way?
No. I'm thinking about laying here till the stars come up.
55-7. We're be 10-12 with another white male subject in the middle of the field.
Your GPS. Great.
Okay, so what is it we can do for you, sir? If you want to go to a facility to be seen, a psychiatric facility, an ambulance can take you to the hospital. They will screen you. They will ensure that you're in good health so the facility can receive you. And then the facility you can get transported to the facility, and then they will see you on a voluntary basis. Meaning that you'll sign yourself in, you'll say, I'm here for these reasons, and then they will talk with you. And then if there's an actual thing they can provide for you, a service, or they can admit you somewhere, or they can provide treatment, they will do that. You're not giving me a reason to send you there against your will. You're asking to go there voluntarily. Why are you asking me to step back? What's going on? Where are y'all to? What's going on? We don't really have any PC for anything at this point.
Suddenly, Brady made a run for it and jumped into a police cruiser.
Hey! 55-7, man. Hey! Stop the car!
5507.
Hold the station, man. The subject's inside my vehicle, attempted to take a today. Hey!
6585 behind OPD. We're westbound 10th Street.
The cops gave chase, and a wild car chase ensued through the city streets.
5980, I'm behind you. Let me call it.
You can get a pin on that car. Get a pin on that car. $65.85. I'm out.
Finally, the cops were able to stop Brady with a pit maneuver.
Trying to fit.
Okay, pit. 200 and okay. Pit, do not let him get out of there.
Tell me your fucking ass!
Pit, 200 and I'm okay.
Keep your hands up! Take your time. We got all the time in the world, guys. Open the door! Watch our crossfire, guys. Watch our crossfire. We're good. We're good. Face away from him. Follow the instructions. Cut them sirens.
Cut them sirens.
Away!
We're walking out.
Thankfully, no one was hurt, but Brady was arrested and faces serious charges, including stealing a police car and assaulting a police officer. It turns out, there was even a rifle inside the stolen cruiser, making the situation even more dangerous. On a hot July day in 2024, the cops got a call about a crazy scene at a local thrift store. It seems a woman had gone totally berserk and attacked a guy. When the officers arrived, they found the woman looking a bit flustered. They asked her what happened, and she started spilling the tea.
I don't know if he's taunting me or what.
969-880.
I'm mad.
Stop reaching. What do you have on you?
Nothing. I can't breathe. I need to take it off. I just left the store because my ex-boyfriend pulled up with my child.
Female over here. The
Ever
other RP was
them?
calling.
These people are taunting me. She has my kid and she's over here panicking in a rush to leave the store, and I wasn't even trying to engage in any conversation.
No, they're GOA, I believe. If you
He's
that they were calling
my baby.
when I pulled up.
Oh look.
Is this them?
Yes, they're taunting me.
Okay, sit down.
No, yes you are,
Sit
dude.
down.
You cannot do that.
22,
You're the one who your mom told me.
Sit down, or you're gonna get
I haven't
detained.
seen him in. He has my sons.
Sit down.
You have my kids. Where's my sons at? That's all I want to
Stay
know.
over there. I'm telling you to chill out. I'm trying to talk to you and figure out what's going on.
You know what I'm doing.
I don't know what you're doing.
They're
screaming and yelling and all this doesn't help nobody, does it? You
I
keep
thought they
acting
were
like this,
gonna
you're
at
gonna
least
get
say hi to
detained.
me.
You keep
They're not
acting
even
like
trying.
this, you're gonna get
Of course.
detained.
I'm just
So
mad.
stop. Okay, well, you're mad
How
at the
would you
wrong
feel?
person.
No, I'm not mad at
You're
the
mad.
wrong.
You're
I'm not mad at
screaming
you.
and yelling does nothing for
I'm
nobody.
not mad at you.
I don't know
I
your
am
situation.
mad at the police station, yes,
Okay.
because I made a report
Listen,
on him
I don't know your situation.
taking my kid. Whenever he took my kid, and I haven't seen him since. I don't know what he's doing. He don't even give a.
I haven't talked to him yet. They just pulled up.
I shouldn't have to go out in public to get in a fight with him just because he's with my baby. He doesn't know how to introduce him. Last time he did the same thing.
I'm sorry, she was yelling.
I'm not
She's
immature.
clear?
And I'm worried because he's supposed to have both my sons. He only has my little
Simple,
one.
thank you.
And this even know this. I don't know it from here to there.
Okay, we're trying to figure out what's going on. You screaming does nothing for anybody, does it?
I'm only screaming because of him.
Okay.
He doesn't hear me.
She gave them her version of the story, but the cops weren't buying it just yet. They wanted to see the security camera footage to get the full picture.
Don't hit her! Don't hit her! They're next to her. Hey, don't hit him! Don't hit him! It's not worth it!
Well, don't come follow me then! You get the fuck back!
After questioning witnesses and the guy who got attacked, the cops realized the woman's story didn't quite add up. It was clear that she was the one who started the trouble.
You know? And so we couldn't start walking. We immediately
And that was right over here?
Yeah, at the thrift store. So we immediately leave, and she starts rushing me, gets in my face, like, you know, grab. That's where my clothes are. I took off my shirt, it's all ripped. She starts grabbing me.
If I can see that here in a little bit.
Oh, yeah, no problem. She starts grabbing me and pulling my clothes and stuff. Like, she didn't hit me yet, you know what I mean? She's like, you can't let me see my son, you want to let me see my son? And she tries to, like, get in my wife's face, so I step in between, like, you ain't gonna touch my wife or the son. Like, you. And
that was after she got physical with you?
Yeah, no, she was grabbing my hair, and she's like, let me go and try to go after her, like, and towards the baby. And I said, you have no parental rights. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I just went to the courthouse yesterday because I need full custody. And they're like, but you have full custody. Oh, it was close fist.
Where at?
In my face.
Face? Okay.
Yeah, multiple times. He must
sides, front, nose.
All right here, in the back of my head, right here. Okay. I mean, granted, she don't hit too hard, thank God. But I was like,
do you mind if while we're talking, you mind if I look?
Oh yeah, that's fine. You probably can't see nothing.
Where all do you think you were hit?
Oh, I can feel it right here, for sure. I can feel it here. Okay. Everywhere. I think once on this side, but you can ask every one of them that work there, people, because they were all watching it. I didn't touch her once.
I happened to turn around and I saw her, and I was like, I've only seen her from a distance at his mom's house, and I immediately, I became scared. I became very scared because I know she's violent, and he's told me that she's hit him a lot, and I became scared. And so then I turned around and I heard her say, I'm gonna F one of you up. And so then I didn't know who she was talking to, what she was talking about, but I immediately turned around and went through an aisle and started to make my way to the front looking for him. And then when I saw him, he was in the main aisle and I was in over, and he was like, we need to go, because I was like, is that her? We need to go. And so then I started to rush towards the front of the door, and then I heard her coming, and she was like, oh, you guys match, you guys think you're cute, yada yada, cursing, and then she's like, I haven't made a proper introduction, and she like pushed him out the way and was like this close to me and was like, I never met you. She was like, is that your child? That's my effing child. And then she tried to swing and hit me, and he caught her arm, I believe, something, and I moved away.
They slapped her with some handcuffs and hauled her off to jail.
Can I at least get her name, sir? Can I please at least get her name before I go in? You know, as a parent, don't I have the right to know?
He doesn't get
Apollo's gone because of
he
you.
doesn't get to choose. He didn't even
Because
ask
of
him.
you punk ass. I don't even know who you are, and I both of you. Didn't even let me see my baby. What's wrong?
She was charged with domestic battery, and let's just say her day went from bad to worse. A group of gang members in Chicago were engaged in a heated online feud fueled by arrogance and territorial rivalry.
For no grade, yeah, all them niggas. And we still up drinks. We on our block. Upper 8 of water.
They were live streaming their confrontation on Instagram, boasting and threatening each other. The atmosphere was tense, with both sides eager to assert their dominance. However, the situation took a terrifying turn when the bravado turned into violence. Gunfire erupted, shattering the illusion of invincibility and plunging the live stream into chaos. The once boisterous atmosphere was replaced by the sound of panicked screams and the deafening echoes of gunfire. Imagine a peaceful sauna, a place of relaxation and tranquility, but on this day it turned into a scene of chaos and violence. A woman consumed by rage over a mere 2,000 rubles lost all control. She unleashed her fury on an elderly clerk, a defenseless woman who was simply doing her job. The woman's behavior was shocking and disturbing. She was like a wild animal, attacking the clerk and destroying the office. It was a terrifying display of uncontrolled anger. Thankfully, the police arrived to intervene, restoring order to the chaotic scene. The violent woman was arrested and justice was served. It's a cautionary tale, a reminder that anger can lead to destructive behavior and serious consequences. On Halloween night, a group of crooks pulled off a brazen burglary spree in Southern California, taking advantage of everyone being out trick-or-treating or at parties. Security cameras on the Gardenia Avenue in Garden Grove caught the hooded thieves breaking into a house just before 9 p.m. They disabled the security system, busted through the front door, and made off with a ton of valuables: expensive handbags, jewelry, watches, cash, and even a safe full of weapons and important stuff.
And that was a big safe. Humongous. It was like 700 pounds.
5 feet high.
5 feet tall, yeah. Yeah. Gun safe.
They had no problem taking that too.
No, I mean, two guys moving 700 pounds is pretty hard to do. But these guys did it. I just thought, like, wow, these guys are taking forever. The cops could have been here by now.
The victims lost around $250,000 in stolen goods alone.
This is your temple. This is your, comfort zone, your protected palace. I just feel like they stripped that of us, and it doesn't feel the same anymore.
I now don't feel safe in my own house. I don't feel safe being alone. I'm constantly feeling anxiety with every little sound in this house. So they definitely robbed my peace.
But that wasn't the worst of it. After reviewing the security footage, the victims realized the thieves had followed them home from a Halloween party 20 minutes earlier. The crooks had even slashed the victim's tire to slow them down.
Either we move to a different city, different state, but I just don't feel good here anymore.
I just had enough. Mm-hmm. Like this whole state's it's lawlessness gone wild,
They then went back to the house and struck while the family was distracted. The victims are offering a $5,000 reward for the information leading to the arrest, or recovery of their stolen property. They're determined to catch these crooks and make sure they pay for what they did. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.